Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and we are back in Hold My Nuggets Studios. You already know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, if your team messed around and got yourselves a W, I want to see the fire emojis and W's in the chat. If your team took an L, skull face emojis and L's in the chat. I almost ain't make it. I legitimately almost ain't make it. I just finished recording the commentary. Literally just finished recording the commentary, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out to a magnificent day of football. The 1 o'clock games were bangers. The 4 o'clock games, bangers. We had ourselves a magnificent weekend of football. But shout out to everybody right now in the chat. Hello, Sierra, how you doing? Hopefully the bills pay, but whatever the case may be, let's go down the list, say hello to the people for a magnificent Sunday night football game in your 2025 NFL Week 11 Sunday night football game. Highlight commentary. Let's go down the list, say hello to the people. Alan, 45 months, a member. I appreciate you, family. Tracy, O'Leary, Ruben, Alani, Dante, Deontay, Mr. Nobody, Christian, Tank the Sun, always showing love. Deshante, Shaquan, Jamal, Khalid, Malone, Jason. What's going on? Mark Jackson put 2 on and said, Bears taking care of business. Fourth quarter heroics once again. Peyton in the building said, can I get a yeah? 7. Ooh, damn, Devontae Smith almost had a catch. Whatever the case may be, D. White, Gunther in the house. Matt, Mikey, Blessed Hussy, what's going on? That's a crazy name. Shout out from Melbourne, Australia. We've got the international viewers in the building. I think you gotta be viewer number 37 who've popped into the chat from the down under. Shout out to my people over there in Australia. Frank in the house with 5 on said Denver has beaten both Super Bowl teams from last year. Indeed they have, and they're still frauds for beating the 5-5 Chief tomato cans. Well, let's go Broncos. I'll tell you this much, they've certainly tightened up. They've won 8 in a row, and you cannot continue to overlook them. Now, I'm still a bit concerned about that, because you know the needing those heroics to win football games, but nonetheless, the Broncos, they've certainly got my attention. Jeff in the house, Kenny Mack, A Shadow, what's happening? The Bad Doll in the house, Net Strike, what's going on? Jenfero, what's happening? Brother Brown, what's good? We're gonna get to the remainder of the names of the people in the chat later on down the line. Let's cut off the doggone purge horn because it's been running for a little bit, but I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. And as always, this stream is brought to you by Underdog. Make sure you scan the QR code, download the Underdog app, use the promo code Adonis. It's going to be a very, very good evening of football. I have a one-on-one battle going down tonight over on Underdog, and it is me taking on my opponents for the right to win just a little bit of money. My squad, Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, David Montgomery, and Devontae Smith. My opponent, Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Saquon Barkley, and Jameson Williams. On paper, his team probably should produce a little bit more points, but ain't no way I'm never going to take both quarterbacks if both quarterbacks are not available. So, or I should say if both quarterbacks are available. Meanwhile, 1st and 10, here comes Jalen Hurts approaching midfield, going to extend the play, going down the field. He's got Saquon Barkley over the shoulder, catching the football for what should have been a first down, but they're going to rule it incomplete. And there's laundry on the field. Where is my whistle? I have no idea. Oh, it's in front of me. There's the whistle. They got laundry on the field, and it's Holden on the offense. Holden on the offense. I got to put my pin. Yes, indeed, I do. Yes, indeed, I do. I am looking forward to today, man. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about football today. By the way, for my patrons, it is still saving as we speak over, or I should say uploading as we speak over on Patreon. Because I literally finished recording the commentary right as I was going live. So, would you go through the hole? I need you to go through the hole. It's not going through the hole. It's struggling to go through the hole. It was supposed to go through the hole. Well, no pin for today because it's not going in the hole. 1st and 20. Where they going? Absolutely nowhere. They're going nowhere. All right, but we're going to have ourselves a very, very good day of football. Hopefully our teams took a W. I saw a lot of fire emojis, but I also saw some skull face emojis as well. By the way, if you guys remember during the doggone stream, preemptive pause, of course. But if you guys remember on the stream, I forget which stream it was, but I had saw a commercial for On the Rocks, and what do you know? I went and my alcoholic ass went to go find it. So I found the On the Rocks beverage. I went over there to the warehouse out in Best Buy Liquors in Coney Island. I found the On the Rocks already pre-made cocktails, and y'all know Old Fashioned is my beverage, so I went to go find it, and I got myself a beverage of the evening. So I'm going to have it right now inside of my WrestleMania 35 cup that I had a chance to go and attend, and that is our drink of the evening. Now, yeah, they got that Knob Creek in there. All right, wear the pins at. Love to wear on your work. Well, I think I have a couple left over on ChiseledAdonisShop.com. There's a couple that is remaining on ChiseledAdonisShop.com. Legitimately, I think I have less than 10.
Starfighter Greg just resubscribed for 24 months.
I appreciate
you. Steelers, here we go.
Yes, indeed. W Steelers, they got the W. I was incredibly ecstatic. They was able to walk away with a victory. Meanwhile, it's 3rd and 15 right now for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts got to have to air this out. He's under duress. Only a 3-man rush. Nobody's coming open. Jalen's going to try to run. Nowhere to go. He's taken down after a gain of nothing. And the 40... And the Eagles are going to have to punt. Where did 49ers come from? I almost said 49ers. I was on the verge of saying it, but I stopped myself before I even said 40. Where the hell did that come from? Shubble said the Steelers get a big win. National media ignores us. It seems no Fs are given by the nation. Steelers may be becoming irrelevant. Well, for one, they've given you no reason to want to give a damn. The story in the AFC North is Baltimore, period. They've won 4 in a row. The story is Baltimore. And Glover said, nice suit. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's actually my first time wearing the light blue with the maroon, or it's supposed to be burgundy, but it's a very dark burgundy, so it's pretty much maroon over there. So I like the combination. I like the combination. Very first time doing it this way, but it works out in my favor. Khalif Raymond going absolutely nowhere, and the Lions offense is going to take over at the 14-yard line. Dark Bag says the best way to make sure Chiseled Adonis keeps drinking is to gift. Dark Bag's a sub. Well, there it is. There it is. Let's go down the list of the donations. Say hello to the individuals in the building. Did I miss any that came in? Alan, 45 months, a member. Mark Jackson had said, Bears got the W. I know that it pains a lot in those fourth quarter, heroics, but you guys are 7-3. And what I told you guys early in this season, what did I tell you guys? It's still documented because I don't take down no streams. I told you, believe in the Chicago Bears. And if the Lions lose tonight, the Bears are #1 in the division. I believe in QB Zesty. I believe in the Bears. Frank said, let's go Broncos. Do I think that they're still frauds? No, I do not think that they're still frauds. I will say this much. Listen, a win is a win. And today they earned that W. It wasn't a situation in which the opposing team just went out there and they found ways to lose. Let me tell you something right now. The Broncos were all over the field. They held the Kansas City offense in check. They took care of business. Shout out to Denver. They were balling today. Balling. And Will Lutz, Bo Nix, Mims, Franklin, all them dudes down the stretch when you needed a drive. Because KC went down the field and they took the lead. But when you needed a drive, you got in the field goal range, you tied the game, and then you went down the field, got in field goal range, and won it. You can't ask for any more. Denver took care of business, despite the fact that Sean Payton was participating in the Mike Tomlin challenge, standing in the way of the goddamn official on the sideline. The fuck you doing obstructing the official's path? 15-yard penalty for your goofy ass being on the big white when you're not supposed to be there. Lawrence Taylor knows a lot about being on the white for multiple different reasons. 14 grams of what? Crack.
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Who was on crack?
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
Give me one more gram. Tell me that no. Oh, please. Tell me that no. Oh, nigga, give me one more gram. Tell me that no.
Dwayne Pateno says, since SpongeBob is on vacation, you'll take over now. We got the best tight end, George Kittle. We got QB1. He just came back from the gym, Brock Purdy. And we got the best white guy on the planet in CMC, white power. Yes, indeed, the 49ers getting the W. But it's very concerning for me that every single week for the last 8 weeks, it's been win-loss, 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 win-loss. Like, what's going on? Let's get a consecutive victory or maybe even a consecutive L. But I'm sure for you, you'd rather it be the former than the latter. Ryan, put 5 on, said, happy Sunday. Brutal day for your Chiefs. Mahomes was ass. Indeed, can we talk about the Darnell Washington baptism? Actually, a christening. Yeah, he had 2 baptisms on one play alongside a truck stick as well. It was a hell of a doggone play. Toretto said, what's going on? You know who it is? Number 1 Eagles fan is in the building. We shall see if they can get the job done. Jameer Gibbs, first down. They're moving the chains across the 20-yard line. Oscar put 2 on it. Said, yeah. What's going on, family? Colorado Ranger put 10 on, said, let's go Broncos. Good win today. Keep that shit up. They definitely won 8 consecutive games.
Got the W. Shadua got hoed. Happy Sunday, everyone.
Yes, indeed. Now, I wouldn't say Shador got hoed. He had his opportunity to step out onto the field. Now, albeit he never practiced with the ones, but it is his first time. Oh, boy, pass ricocheted and intercepted by one member of the Ku Klux Klans. Jared Goff's pass picked off by Cooper DeJean off the ricochet at the line. I think that was Jordan Davis got his hands on the football, and one member, one half of the Ku Klux Klans takes the football away. The Ku Klux Klans with the interception. The Ku Klux Klans with the takeaway. The Ku Klux Klans gets the football to the Philadelphia Eagles. And they're already going to be inside the 20. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Cooper DeJean with the interception. He said, I'm just the white boy. Give me the ball. That's a pick. That's a pick. Ian in the building. What's going on? Said, what we talking about, fam? We watching Sunday Night Football. It is the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, wow, take a look at that. This man, Jordan Davis, is over here going for the 3 count. Another man trying to pump that dude's chest one way or another. One member of the Ku Klux Klans with the doggone interception. Olivia in the house, you at work right now? Oh, my. Get that munyon. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. And A.J. Brown catches the football, but he goes helicopter to the ground on the tackle. Toretto, Pateno say Eagles Nation in this bitch. We're going to do our thing tonight. Just watch. You feel like AJ's going to go off tonight? Let's go. Eagles Nation, West Philly all day. Let's get it. We shall see. Now, I will say this much. I definitely anticipate the football going A.J. Brown's way a lot. He's already got 3 targets and 2 catches. 2nd and 8. Looks like they're fixing to throw again. Nope, that was a lie. It's going to be a handoff. Where's Shayshawn Barkley going? Nowhere. Only a gain of 1. And it's going to be a 3rd and long right now for the Eagles. Edward put 5 on it. Said, you're glad your Ravens got the W, but dude, that O-line is going to get Lamar killed, and the red zone offense should not be this bad. Yeah, it's very disappointing. I'll say that much. Now, albeit Cleveland's defense is playing very good, Myles Garrett might just mess around and win the Defensive Player of the Year again. Like, albeit you got that 2-headed monster over in Denver, but what Myles Garrett is doing this season, yo, that brother fucking balling. And it pains me to envision a scenario in which Myles Garrett got 2 Defensive Player of the Years and TJ only got 1, knowing that man's got robbed 3 different times. But man, well, it's 3 times he got robbed, but really it's 2 that he should have 3 right now. He really should have 3. You can argue Aaron Donald's last one that he got could have went to TJ, and 100% the one that Myles got should have went to TJ. Let's just, what about the win rate? Every number on the metric was better for TJ. Gotcha, bitch. I'm over it. Whatever the case may be.
7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 7, 5 is now following.
It's going to be a race to the finish for that Defensive Player of the Year, man. It's going to be a race to the finish nonetheless. Frank had put 2 on, said Colts, Patriots, Denver leading. What year are we in? It looks like it's 2006. All over again. Or I should say 2005. Yeah, I should say 2005. Patriots won their division. Denver won their division. Indianapolis won their division. And then Pittsburgh was in the wild card because Cincy won the division that year. But Pittsburgh is leading in their division as well. But, of course, of those 4, Pittsburgh's the frauds. Jay, Pafavo said, Bucks fan, you hate our OC. We need a pass rusher. Bad. Indeed, you guys do. You should have made a move during the during the trade deadline. Mr. King put 2 on, said the Bucs are frauds. Rams winning by 50 next week. I will say this much. Hey, what a performance from the Rams defense. But offense got really, 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 really suffocated there in the second half. Shout out to Seattle because four total turnovers. You didn't give up that much points. They did a decent job. Seattle's defense did what they had to do, but unfortunately, Sam Darnold was seeing ghost all evening long, or I should say afternoon. Ryan put 2 on, said Raheem Morris definitely getting canned tomorrow. Yeah, 100% he's going to mess around and get fired. 9 put 2 on, said big nuts, Lutz, Bo knows. Broncos got the W. And Matt, you had put 2 on it earlier, and you said top 3 Eagles running backs and top 3 Detroit wide receivers. Oh, my. We need the Chiefs to cut Jawan Taylor immediately. Oh, 100% they're going to get rid of Son. They're going to get rid of Son expeditiously. Add for the receivers in Detroit history, of course, Calvin Johnson is there at number 1, without question. Calvin Johnson. Then I would go, I'd actually throw Amon-Ra St. Brown would be in there as well, because when you take into account the history of the Detroit Lions, it's not as if they got receivers out the fucking wazoo. And then ultimately at that final slot of who I'd want to put there, they had some good ones, isolated ones. I'd have to think if they had somebody who was there a little bit longer that produced. Golden Tate was a hop and a skip when he was there. Nate Burleson, more of a returner there. Herman Moore. Yeah. Herman Moore. Oh, a couple of people in the chat starting to say Herman Moore now. Yeah, Herman Moore. That's the 3. Because Calvin, Herman Moore have to be there. And then, bam, Amon-Ra St. Brown. As for running backs in Eagles history, Brian Westbrook, LaShawn McCoy. Brian Westbrook, LaShawn McCoy. Oh, fuck. For who? For what? He came from San Francisco. No, he was in Philly along with Son there. No, Saquon, not enough time. Fuck. For who? For what? For who? For what? Deuce Staley? Deuce wouldn't crack into that top. Fuck. Yeah, Ricky Waters. Because Ricky Waters came over and he played the remainder of his career in Philly, didn't he? Fuck, he only played 3 years in Philly. Yeah, that was a hell of a 3 years that he played in Philly. Okay, so damn. So who would I want to put in front of Waters? Who had a longer period of time? Did Deuce have better production? Deuce was in Philly 7 years. Nah, I wouldn't put Deuce over Waters. I would not put Deuce over Waters. Deuce got better numbers, but 7 years, I wouldn't put Deuce over Waters. Running back. Yeah, he got the 7 years. He got the longevity. Give me Deuce. Westbrook, McCoy, Deuce. Jay Ajayi, come on now. So, that answers your question. Ryan put 2 on and said, are Ramsey and Chase both getting the clitoris alert? Actually, no, they're not. No clitoris alert. No clitoris alert. I'm going to take myself a beverage straight from the tap. Now, this is a already made cocktail, so let's see what this is going to hit for. Ooh, that's all right. That's all right. Put that inside of my cup here. Have myself a drink. That's all right. Tyler in the building. How was the shift over at Dave & Buster's? Again, congratulations on the new job. Hopefully everything went well over there. Gear Trail put 5 on and said, we have a nominee for the biggest chokers of the season, former champion in 2020 Atlanta Falcons. As always, they're going to be out there failing in the clutch. And what a game from Bryce Young. You talk about 434 some yards through the year, 3 TDs. He was balling. And there was a moment in which legitimately I thought he was about to be gone. Because remember, I think he fumbled the snap or it was a low snap and he couldn't corral it. And then all of the weight of the offensive line fell on top of his knee. Bro, I thought he was done. I legit thought he was done because he was on the ground. He was grabbing at his knee. I'm like, oh, shit, this is bad. Man's come off the field, come right the fuck back, and cooks in the clutch. Ethan Patuan said, are the Lions fraud? Why are they trash? What do you mean, why are they trash? They're 6-3. They have one of the most high-powered offenses in the league. They've played good football this year. The games in which they lost were, good against good football teams. What do you mean? Why are they trash? How are you gonna say? Are they trash? Where'd you get trash from? Where'd you get trash from? Oh, it's 448 that he threw for today. Even more. Even more. I got Dallas said I haven't seen Mr. GH2 in a while. Oh, yeah, because he's also streaming now. They shout out to the Triple P podcast. Olivia's a member. She's out there in the chat, but she at work, so she'll be in and out. But there's a couple of folks over in the Triple P podcast. They stream almost at the same time that I be streaming. So Mr. GH2 running operation now doesn't have as much time. Oh, they are not streaming right now. Well, there it is. But yeah, no, he asked because he haven't seen him in a while. So there's times in which if I'm live during Raw or SmackDown, that can answer it. Maybe not streaming at the moment, but brother working. Nathan Bavavo said, how about those Broncos beating the Chiefs? If it's a big possibility that their chances of winning the division are over at this point, bad frog, indeed. And legitimately, they need the Broncos to fall off of a cliff, and they would have to win out in order to get back. Toretto Pavavo said, you'll be deputy sheriff on December 2nd. You're graduating the police academy in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. You're scared and excited at the same time. Any advice for you? Well, for one...
Congratulations! Oh.
Congratulations!
Oh my God.
Soon to be deputy sheriff. Don't shoot the sheriff. But he is indeed the deputy. Any advice I can give you? I don't have a background in that field, but I will tell you this much. Hey, chin up. Trust your instincts and your training, and you shouldn't be led astray, if you will. Mr. King put 2 on it. Said the Bucks are trash, nothing but the NFC South merchants. Well, we shall see. They played a very good game, but then they just ran out of firepower. William putting out the gifts, holding it down for the community as always. I appreciate you. Holding it down for the community. What's wrong with Justin Herbert? The Chargers played a terrible game today. Oh, let me go see if it's fully ready to get posted up on Patreon. Yes, it is. All right. All right. There we go. Finally saved. I can get this up on Patreon. It should be live right now. Yeah, Carolina's back. Chargers playing terribly. They're saying Rodgers potentially has a slight break on his left wrist. Ooh, that's not good. KC Sports Nerd said, how are we feeling? Haiti alive, chance to qualify for the World Cup Tuesday, big night, heading home for Thanksgiving for the week. Yeah, I will be watching very close for that game to see how things go out. David Box, where you at in the world? Said, take a shot. I've got it inside of my cup right here. I just took a drink, but I'll take another one for you. Shout out to your Bears, baby. I getting a W. Cheers to you. Mikey said all in their prime, who are getting cut? Defensive ends, Dwight Freeney, Jason Taylor, Michael Strahan, Reggie White. Of that group, Dwight Freeney's unfortunately got to go because he's the only one who doesn't have a defensive player of the year. Tackles, but actually, you know what? Jason Taylor, I think Dwight might have been a little bit better than Jason Taylor, but Dwight doesn't have a defensive player of the year. Strahan and Reggie got to stay. Of that 4, Reggie's the best. But yeah, you know what? Dwight's got to go. D tackles, Donald, Sapp, Mean Joe Green, John Randall. Of that group, the least accomplished is John Randall. But John Randall has the most sacks of the group from the defensive tackle position. Mean Joe has to stay. Aaron Donald's the greatest of that position. Then it's Sapp and Randall. And I ain't going to hold you. I'm going Sappy. Randall got to go. That's a very tough one. That's a very tough one. That's a tough one. Nathan put 5 on, said, if Aaron did indeed break his arm, it's a possibility that he played his final game of his career. We'll have to wait and see the MRI tomorrow. Indeed. Tank the Sun, always following up, giving out gifts, holding it down for the community. 9 put 2 on it, said the Bears are who we thought they were. And getting W's indeed, taking care of business. 3rd and 1 right now from the 43-yard line. Motion man, handoff to Saquon Barkley. Where's he going? Nowhere. Taken down in the backfield. And the Eagles are going to have to punt. What a great defensive stop right there from the Detroit Lions. That's how you play football. That's how you play football. I got Dallas said, not going to lie. Sapp is a defensive tackle. You always thought it was a DN? No, Sapp was a defensive tackle. Sapp was a defensive tackle. Sapp was a defensive tackle. Some folks get a lot of players, confused on that D-line. Sapp was always a defensive tackle. Kristen put 5 on it, said, do I think the Bears finally found a QB and a head coach to stick with? You think they have the shot at the playoffs? Absolutely yes and yes to both of your questions. I said at the beginning of the season, I believe in Chicago, and I believe they would return back to the playoffs. I just didn't anticipate they would be the team that wins their division. I thought they'd win the division last year. I thought they would contend, make it to the postseason. I thought Detroit would be a wild card team. Didn't have too much faith in Minnesota. I thought Green Bay would be the squad that goes and wins, their division, especially after the trade for Micah Parsons. But now that this is the situation that you find yourself in, Chicago could 100% mess around and win that division. So we shall see. I 100% believe in Caleb Williams, and I think there's no scenario where they don't surround him with even better pieces as the years continue to move forward. All they got to do is make sure that defense turns super legit, and I'm telling you right now, watch the Bears. J-Rock with 5 on says, Shador first few drives weren't great, but he started to get comfortable on the final drive. You think he's going to start? You think he's going to start the rest of the season? I 100% believe he's going to start the rest of the season. I can't envision a circumstance where, let's say, Dylan Gabriel's out with a concussion, right? Unless Shador absolutely stinks up the joint, and then once Dylan Gabriel passes, concussion protocol, then he comes back to the lineup. Shador's most likely going to end up starting all the way through. And I will say this much. On the 3rd down, before the game was broken up and then it was pretty much sealed by Raquan Smith, Shador threw a fucking dime. That would have been the game-tying touchdown. It was just a hell of a play from, I believe that was Wiggins who broke the pass up. That was a fucking hell of a doggone play. People who's only box score watchers and highlight watchers probably wouldn't have saw it. But if you were watching the game, bro, on that 3rd down, no, he didn't drop it. The receiver didn't drop it. It was a breakup. He had the football, but then the defensive back hand was on the ball and knocked it. There's, unless you catch it with the defender's hand, given the direction, or I should say where he was and where his body was going, momentum has it to where you either got to have some strong-ass fucking hands to catch that football. I'd pull up let me see if they have the, because I'd have to, I'm live right now, so I'll see if I can get the screen record. Let me go down. Why am I getting so much fucking videos on King Von, bro? What's going on? Do I got to go back to shoot? I mean, do I have to, do I have to investigate people who's shooting individual? Of course, I'd never partake in activity like that. What is, let me see if they have the 3rd down play. Let me see if they have the 3rd down play. See if they have the 3rd down play. 3rd and 5. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if they have the replay. Fuck. Okay, they don't. But this is probably the only way that I can show said highlight. So I'll have to flip it. But let me see if y'all could get a. Yeah, I'll switch it so y'all could see it from here. First play. Oh, there's Jamison Williams, 9-yard gain. I'm gonna flip it to the reaction side. Okay. So can y'all hear me? Yeah. So this is a 3rd down play, right? This is a 3rd down play. Shador to the end zone. Watch. A fucking dime. But look, That would have been a touchdown, but the defender's hand is right there with the football right here. The defender's hand is right there. I don't think that was Wiggins. That was Awuzie. Right, that's a fucking dime. That's a dime to tie the game. It's just a hell of a fucking defensive play. It's just a hell of a fucking defensive play. He threw a fucking dime. Like, that would have tied the game. That's a fucking dime. Damn, Lane Johnson gone again? Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. Back-to-back games. Son got to leave due to an injury. Hey, that's it. Yeah, Lane leaving this game is going to be a fucking problem. Can the Packers still get the... Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a gap of what? A game and a half? At worst? And I think all of those teams still have to play each other. Like right now, in the NFC North, Detroit beat Chicago early, but they play Chicago again at the end of the season. They still have to play Green Bay as well. Green Bay beat Detroit at the start of the season. They have to play Denver. They have to play Detroit in 2 weeks, right? They've got Minnesota next week. And for Chicago lost to Detroit. They haven't played Green Bay at all. So it's still open. Oh, wow. Jameson Williams with a catch and run. That's another first down. So it's still wide open. That division still can be decided, over the course of the remainder of the year. There's a shit ton of time. Nathan Pavavon said, by the way, did I hear the tragic news of what happened with Chris Boyd? He's in critical condition after getting shot in New York. So sad. Prayers to him. I did see a report that there was a player who got shot, but I don't know any information on what actually transpired at all. So hopefully he's all right. Justin said, you have a question. Do I think Lane Johnson should retire considering he had multiple different injuries? Well, he's still playing very good football, but he should take a chapter out of Jason Kelsey's book. You got to think about longevity. You've won what? 2 Super Bowls. You're legitimately got a case to go to the Hall of Fame as one of the greatest right tackles of all time, albeit always getting away with false starts, if you will. But that doesn't take away from his ability to play the position very well. It just comes down to the severity of the injuries and his everyday life outside of the NFL, gridiron. If you're at a situation where you're struggling to just get out of bed, you're constantly in pain, bro, retire. Like, you got nothing left to prove. Retire. Ethan Batuon said, what are my thoughts on Detroit? I still like Detroit. I've got confidence in that football club. Yeah. A couple of teams are going into the death note really soon. Oh, that's got to be a flag. That's not a face mask. I'll be damned. That's just a hell of a tackle, I guess, from Jalen Carter. Down goes Montgomery, and they're going to force a punt. No, he's not dead. I did see the Last Chance U coach who coached at Laney got shot and killed, apparently on campus. I don't know what happened there, but I saw that middle of the day today. That is fucking devastating. Yeah, Coach Beam, that is devastating. Because I watched Last Chance U, I don't know if they still have the series now. Brutal. What was the story there? Brutal. Nathan Vatuona said, Misty earlier regarding James. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Let me see. No background. Patuona said, do I not know ball? Oronde Gadsden played so bad. I thought he was hurt. He played today, 2 catches, 41 yards. I mean, technically the entire Chargers, team was ass today, so. And Nathan with 5 on it said, Jameis Winston, put your motherfucking head back down. You goddamn bum. He is what we thought we was. NY might have Came close, but Winston did it again. Actually, it wasn't his fault that they lost the game, truly. Because that interception, Jalen Hyatt didn't run his route. Jalen Hyatt didn't run his route. Guy who shot and killed him was a frequent loiterer. Probably had an altercation.
14 grams.
Really?
Then you sell it.
That's got to be incredibly frustrating. I'm glad they caught him, but that's got to be incredibly frustrating. Mark Jackson put 5 on it. Said Nashawn Wright gave prayers to John Beam after his INT against Minnesota. Beam was his former coach. Yes. I saw the his post-game interview when he mentioned that after his father had gotten murdered, it was John Beam who came and comforted him and consoled him. And only to have a situation where, bam, now he dies. Fucking brutal. It is an evil world, yes indeed. You never know what the fucking happened out there, bro. Yeah, but Jameis's game losing interception is not on him. Jalen Hyatt stopped running the route. Jameis put the ball where it was supposed to be. Jameis put the ball where it was supposed to be. JVB boy in the house. What's going on? 4th and 6. The Lions are going to go for it. The Lions are going to go for it. Coming out of a television timeout, the Lions are going to go for it on 4th and 6. Or I should say the injury timeout. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
14 grams of
They're going to take the delay of game. They'd rather punt the football here. Because it would be, what, a 57-yard field goal, 56-yard field goal? Why kick the field goal? Just take the delay of game. You can't get them to jump off sides, punt, and try to pin them inside the 10. Dwayne put 5 on, say, who's the guy that's a part of Dark State that be saying the weird stuff? Somebody in the chat will let you know. Toretto put 2 on, said, too many people are dying out here. Be safe indeed. Damn. Good defensive front right there from Philly, able to prevent a Lions touchdown and not even allow them to get into field goal range. All right. Eagles offense coming back out onto the field. Would I be surprised if the Chiefs missed the playoffs? 100% yes.
14 grams of
Because remember, I say this time and time again. Kansas City, regular season don't matter. It don't even matter if they come in at a 7th seed. As long as they got a ticket to the dance, you better be on your P's and Q's. Make sure that your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. I think most people would be a bit surprised that they didn't win the division, but I didn't have them winning the division this year. I actually had the Chargers winning the AFC West. Tanner put 2 on and said, go Bills. All right, first quarter getting ready to come to an end right now. Wonder what Huck Tua did today. Absolutely nothing. But his squad was able to go out there and take care of business and get the W. A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 14 yards on 4 targets thus far. Final play of the first quarter, handoff to Shayshawn Barkley. He going absolutely nowhere, ends up running into his center. He's going to take a loss of 2 yards, and that's going to end the first quarter. And then we're going to have to start it out with a 3rd down to start out the second quarter. KC Sports Nerd said, what's going on? How we feeling? Didn't I just answer this? I could have swore I answered that already. Yeah, Tuesday is going to be a very attentive evening, if you will. Watching that there Haiti game, hoping that they're going to mess around and get that W to qualify. Anu put 5 on it, said, rumor is Rodgers has a slight break in his left wrist. God, you hope he plays. Coming from a Bears fan, it would be fun.
Congratulations! Oh,
Yeah, we shall see.
oh my God.
Big Easy said, great win for the Steelers today, indeed.
Big Easy 412 _ just resubscribed for 3 months. Great Steelers win today.
Yeah, it was big time. We needed that. We needed that W. And that's exactly what we messed around and we got. The Steelers went out there, took care of business, got themselves a W, and now sitting at 6-4. But you're not comfortable in the division. And next week, I believe we're on the road to take on the Bears. I think we're going to Cleveland. I said Cleveland. Going to Chicago. Yeah, going on the road to Chicago. So this is about to be a hell of a doggone stretch down the stretch here. Double S for 5-1 said, Adonis, if you had an MVP vote, who's getting my MVP so far? Jonathan Taylor.
Of
Jonathan Taylor. King Madara put 10 on it, said Carolina winning, put a smile on your face. Gamecocks really disappointed you. Well, you got somebody in Carolina giving you a W. Why is every week the Cardinals getting belt to ass? Well, it's pain, I'll tell you that much. But Michael Irvin certainly knows what's happening.
We put BTA all day. Belt to ass all day.
Stafford would be my second person who I'd give, MVP voting to. But I just feel like it's highly oversaturated for quarterbacks. And I just really want to see a situation where somebody else can mess around and win that award. So anytime there's a skilled position outside of quarterback who has an opportunity, who's having a very good season, I'll give them a vote. But Stafford would be the number one quarterback that I'd give a vote to if I had to choose there for MVP. So number one, I'd have Jonathan Taylor. Number two, I'd have Matthew Stafford. And then 3, Drake May. Django said, did I sit in the same place I'm sitting right now to watch the Steelers game? Well, yes. Was I dressed the same? No, but yes. This is where I was sitting when I was watching the game. And I have the game piracy streaming on one of the monitors in front of me. I have NFL Game Day highlights up here, and then I have Red Zone right here. And then I record right in front. Nice chain. Thank you very much, Billy. I appreciate that. Now, 3rd down to kick off the second quarter. 3-0 lead right now for the Eagles following Cooper DeJean's interception early in the first quarter. But outside of that, not too much has happened. Devontae Smith going in motion right now. 3rd and 8. They're going to need to snap this football. Lions trying to get yet another stop. Hurts under duress. Able to find Devontae Smith, but his hands just for decoration. Can't hold on to the football. Another punt. Another punt. Snooze said, or is Shedeur Sanders QB like Bronny James with the leg? No. You see some folks, I saw a tweet like that before I went live. Some folks is wilding. They call Shedeur Sanders the Bronny James of the NFL. I said, that is outrageous. Now, I will say this regarding Bronny. When Bronny was in high school, was he amongst some of the best high school players? 100%. Brother had a heart attack at what, 18? 17, had a heart attack, and then ultimately get drafted in the 2nd round solely off the strength of not his potential, but who his father was. Let's just call a spade a spade. Shedeur, legitimately, for 2 consecutive seasons, was a top 5 quarterback in the nation. Like this ain't a situation where somebody just, we'll give him into the league because his father's Dion. No. If you want to call a spade a spade. If you want to call somebody the Bronny of a location, if anything, it'd be Arch Manning. I'm just saying. Jahmyr Gibbs on the handoff, picks up some positive yardage. Because I think that's outrageous. It's not like son just stepped out on the field, did a whole lot of nothing. Shedeur was fucking balling. He legitimately had a case to possibly, until later on in the season where he started to fall off, but he legitimately had a case in which he could have messed around and been the Heisman. Like, don't get me wrong. Did they overrate Son to a degree? Yes, but let's not make it seem as if Son just out there a charity case. Like, come on now. Come on now. Shador was fucking balling. He ain't win no bowl games. Hold on to the football a little bit too doggone long. My brother was fucking balling. Today, not so much. But just give the brother some time. It wasn't like Son was just out here some super charity case. Like the way, like, don't get me wrong, the media will gas motherfuckers up. 3rd and 1 right now from the 48-yard line. They need to make it to the 49. Jahmyr Gibbs false stepped like a motherfucker. There's no way he got that first down. What happened? Did he see something? They got to run a replay because something happened on that handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs went to go make a cut, and he just did not get his foot out of the goddamn ground. They're just going to go for it for near midfield. Well, it looked like they're going to go for it. I wanted to see a replay because that looked very odd. Anybody else saw that? Jahmyr Gibbs got the handoff. It looked like he went to go do a cut, and he just could not get his foot out the ground. They give it right back to him. He didn't make it. He didn't make it. That's a turnover on downs. That's a hell of a fucking tackle. That is one hell of a fucking tackle right there from a Jomo. Oh, my God. Hey, that's turnover on down. That's a fucking hell of a tackle. Yo, that's spectacular. That's good football right there. That's good football right there. That came back to bite them in the ass. That's a hell of a fucking tackle right there from Ojomo. Oh, my Lord. Look at the tackle. Look at the tackle. Look at the tackle. Come here. Boom. Right there. Hell of a job. And I think that was Brandon Graham who actually stood up the lineman. Look at him ashy ass lip. Put some Hey, somebody tell Jahmyr Gibbs. Put some doggone Vaseline on his doggone lips, bro. Golly. If he kiss a woman, he might just slice her damn mouth open. That's not what we're here to talk about. One way or another, Ojomo with a magnificent penetration in order to go and make that tackle, but it was Brandon Graham who made that play. He held up the lineman, pretty much pushed him into behind the line of scrimmage, in which, bam, Gibbs could not get enough yardage. That's a hell of a goddamn job right there from the Eagles' defensive front. Double S put 5 on, said, this is what bothers you. Cordell Stewart had better numbers at Colorado, but his jersey wasn't retired. Well, you are correct. You're 100% correct. But I can say this much. His father wasn't the coach. Dion getting the jersey retired was, I ain't gonna hold you, that's a little crazy. Travis' jersey should mess around to be retired because he's the Heisman. Shador's jersey getting retired for 2 seasons? That's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. That's a hell of a goddamn job from Philly, able to go and get that stop there. That's a hell of a job, able to go and get that stop there. I'm surprised they didn't bring in David Montgomery for that run there. Tyler said, yeah, David Buster's shifts went well. Both of them didn't end until 1 a.m. Ooh, that's a long day. That's a long day. That's a long day. Django said, what are my thoughts on Steph Curry's back-to-back 40-point games against the Spurs? You think he's back? Where did he go? Where'd he go? You said you think Steph Curry's back? Where did he go? I'm just... Where'd he go? You went somewhere? King Lazy in the building. What's going on? Edgar, how's it going? He said, is there any reason why Dan Campbell is calling the plays tonight? And congratulations to my Steelers. The defense dominated. Yeah, they took care of business. As for Dan Campbell, I don't know. Could not tell you. Oh, yeah, it's high school playoff football now, right? Anybody's alma mater. Well, I don't think high schools count as alma maters, but anybody's former high school won their playoff games. My former high school won their playoff game today, so they're on to the second round. They actually won the championship last year, so that's pretty cool. As I look at my ringless fingers, Caleb for 5 on said, "What did I make of Sanders' first start with no first team rep?" Well, he didn't start. He just played the second half because Dylan Gabriel left with a concussion. So Sanders didn't start. But I think he played all right. Oh, Jalen Hurts is going to air it out. He's looking for Devontae Smith. Overthrow to the end zone. No flags on the field. Pass sales incomplete. And remember, it's a short field because of the turnover on downs. $1 for 5-1 said, you're back watching Grey Cup instead of this game. Is it Alouettes? Is that how it's pronounced? Alouettes? Getting wrecked by the Rough Riders. Well, they're getting a rough ride. A goose, but 2-1 said, old man Flacco almost had us today. Nah, not today. This wasn't one of them games in which he had the opportunity. Pittsburgh's defense took care of business. Thank God. Oh, he's going to throw. He's going deep anyway. Dallas Goedert tries the back shoulder. Can't get it. Pass sales incomplete. And now a third down is coming. Why does Brian Branch put his fucking mouthpiece in the top of his helmet? I'm so confused. Like, he's never put that mouthpiece in his mouth. Why is it lodged in the helmet? Has he always just had it this way? He just always has this green fucking mouthpiece lodged in his helmet. He's never putting that in his mouth. Oh, by the way, I think Tomlin is what, four wins away from passing Chuck Noll for the most wins in Steelers history. Let me see. If I was to go to overall wins, they didn't factor in Tomlin's win now. Pass for Devontae Smith again, incomplete. And now they got a punt. Tomlin's got 188. Yep, Chuck Noll is 193. Yeah, so he needs 6 more wins. He needs 6 wins in order to pass Chuck Noll. He needs 6 wins to pass Chuck Noll. I legitimately think that's the only reason why he's still coaching. Pass Chuck Noll for the most wins in Steelers history, and then at that point, he's going to retire. And he's under contract until the conclusion of the 2027 season. So even if he goes 9-8, he'll pass Chuck Noll. Actually, now that I think about it, if he has 188, and let's just say if they didn't count today and it's 189, he could catch Marty Schottenheimer and then become the 9th coach ever to amass 200 wins. Sierra in the building. What's going on? Don't recall saying, oh, well, hello. How are you? Laundry on the field again, ladies and gentlemen. We got laundry on the field again. Laundry is on the field. Nilla just subscribed with Prime. I appreciate you.
Nilla 2022 just subscribed.
For those who don't know, the drink of the evening is this On the Rocks premium cocktail, already made old-fashioned. I saw it on a commercial over a month ago, and I said I will hunt it down. So I went over to the warehouse. That is, well, maybe not so much warehouse, but well, technically it's something like that. It's like the BJ's of liquor. I was able to go and find it. So I got On the Rocks is the beverage of today. Already made cocktail. I got it inside of my cup here, WrestleMania 35 cup, and we drank it a little bit. We drank it a little bit. Rough Spartan put 2 on and said, wake the fuck up, Eagles. Offense, defense is carrying so far. Indeed, but I will say this much. We all know in defensive games, the biggest issue is
Rose Oblivion just subscribed.
you guys can be cooking on D. All it take is one fucking mistake. And this game is open. Rogue. Hopefully, your Eagles can wake the fuck up. $1 per 2 on said, if Detroit wins, you'll drink a cup of canola oil. See, why you got to do that, bruh? Why you got to do that to your insides? You could have said a teaspoon of olive oil. That would have been no problem. A cup of canola oil is crazy. You trying to have diarrhea? Money More put 2 on said, you need my opinion on the Broncos, legit or pretender? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say legit. Listen, you don't win 8 straight games, take down both of the reigning conference champions, and constantly come up clutch in the fourth quarter and be called pretenders. That was just the Minnesota Vikings a few years ago. And, of course, the Kansas City Chiefs last year. But, of course, can't sit over here and call them pretenders. They made it back to the Super Bowl and then ultimately lost. So it really just comes down to how things look when they make it to the postseason. Because guess what? They've clinched a winning season for the year. And ultimately, you're going to have to see them. We've got 7 more weeks of football remaining, or I should say 7 games remaining for them because they're sitting there at 9-2. But listen, this is a good football team. They're a good football team. Should Jamar Chase get suspended for spitting on Ramsey? Yes. Jalen Carter got suspended for spitting. Anybody who spits on somebody, you got to get that 1 game suspension, period. Period. All right, 3rd and 2. What you got, Goff? Over the middle. Oh, wow, he had Amon-Ra St. Brown, but Amon-Ra St. Brown's hands just for decoration. He was too busy focusing on the Trump dance. He was too busy focusing on the Trump dance instead of working on his hands. He was too busy focusing on the Trump dance instead of working on his hands, and the pass went incomplete because the man didn't want to use his hands to catch the motherfucking football, stupid.
God gave you 2 goddamn hands for a reason. God gave you 2 goddamn hands for a reason. God gave you 2 goddamn hands for a reason.
They went for it on 4th and 2 and failed again. The Lions on back-to-back drives went for it on 4th and 2 and failed again, participating in the Frank Costanza Challenge on prime time in front of the world, stopping short. Once more, what are they doing?
I stopped short. 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 I stopped short.
King Madara put 2 on and said, OKC put belt to ass on the Lakers. Oh my. The Ku Klux Clamps come up strong, and the Lions turn it over on downs again. Dan Campbell 100% thinks it's Madden out there. Dan Campbell 100% thinks it's Madden out there. Yo, it's 4th and 2. We could be at our own 13. Let's go for it. We could be at the 47. Let's go for it. We at the 36-yard line. Let's go for it. We're at the 1. Fuck it. Let's go for it. This man want to go for it every single opportunity, fam. Sometimes it's okay to punt. You employ a punter. He's receiving a game check. Go out there and punt the doggone football. You don't have to always go for it on 4th down, sir. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You're shooting your team in their legs. Hello, Plaxico Burris. Dan Campbell, I thought you was a damn near 50-year-old white man. Evidently, you want to be a 40-some-year-old retired wide receiver. What you taking out the Glock and shooting yourself in the foot for? What's wrong with your ass? Punt the goddamn ball, dummy. What's wrong with him? It's 4th and 2. Let's go for it. Oh, it didn't work last time? Let's do it again. What's wrong with you? Sir, punt the ball. The punter need work. Buddy out here warming up his hamstrings for no reason. Punt on the sideline like this. Punt on the sideline like this, warming up. Looking like he part of the Rockettes. This him on the sideline, ready, prepared. Coach, put me in. Look at my foot. Coach, put me in. You ready, coach? Coach, I'm ready to punt. I'm ready to punt. No, he not getting no work. No work whatsoever. Give the punt an opportunity to go out there and work, fam. This is ridiculous. Dan Campbell out there chewing tobacco, but I think he might mess around and be a little high because in his mind, all he's thinking is... Gotcha, bitch.
Hater G4KT is now following.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb. I'm smart and I want respect.
You're not gonna get it. Straight out the gate, ensuing drive. Here come the Philadelphia Eagles already in Detroit territory. Handoff to Shayshawn Barkley. And he's already inching closer to a first down. Toretto Pafavo and said, yo, they fucking up. They playing in your fucking face some nut shit. We should have scored twice. Eagles, get your shit together. Come on, Eagles. And Classic Man Pafavo said the Trump dance was him practicing on Bill Clinton. Oh my. Oh my. Here we go. 2nd and 2. Handoff to Shayshawn Barkley. That's a first down to the 32-yard line. Matt Patuan said top 3 players to wear 24 and top 3 to wear 51. This brother always with the top 3s. Okay, so top 3 players to wear number 24. Champ Bailey, Darrelle Revis, Marshawn Lynch, there's another player. There's other players who have probably wore. That's what comes to mind right now. Revis, Bailey, Lynch. Is there other players who wore 24? Charles Woodson wore 24 and 21. His best seasons came in 21. 24. Dion wore 24 in the Pro Bowl. Dion wore 24 in the Pro Bowl. Ty Law's another 24. Ty Law's another 24. Who would I want to put over Marshawn? But 51, greatest players to wear 51. 51. Greatest players to wear 51. Dick Butkus was 61 or 51? Dick Butkus was 51 or 61? A.J. Brown on the screen, going absolutely nowhere, taken down on the ground. That's a stop. Yo, Philly, if Philly can't put points on the board on this drive, what are y'all doing, bro? What are y'all doing? Dick Butkus had 51. Okay, so 51. Dick Butkus is number one in that regard. Dick Butkus. 51. No, it's NFL only. It's NFL only. 51. Butkus comes to mind. 3rd and 11. Oh, Hurts is going to run. Hurts got a blocker. Can he break another tackle? No, he can't. Oh, he doesn't go down. Hurts picks up the first down. Hell of a goddamn heads-up play from Jalen Hurts. They had him dead to rights for what would have been stopped to kick a field goal, but Hurts' knee never touched the ground. Hell of a job. Nah, Singletary wore 50. Singletary didn't wear 51. Singletary wore 50, did he not? I'm not tripping. Lance Briggs wore 55. Mike Singletary wore 50. He ain't wear 51. Because 51 would have already been retired. Where'd y'all get that from? Y'all just naming Chicago Bears. I guess he was down, but it's still enough for a first down. One bad dog for 5 on. Say, hey, how about your Panthers? Keep pounding them dirty birds. Put down the pre-made cocktails and make your own. Old-fashioned is dummies. I mean, I can, but I said I wanted to try this one because of a commercial. You may not have been in the stream about a month ago, but I happened to see this on a commercial. I said, I'll try that. Old-fashioned is not difficult to make there. Y'all say Mike Pouncey didn't wear. Y'all say anybody? Ken Norton. Ken Norton was a dog. Handoff, where's he going? Nowhere. We're already midway through the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We're midway through the second quarter. Nilla said you just got a notification I'm live on YouTube. Damn. I'm glad you got the notification. It's a little bit delayed. Suarez in the building. Number 5 on says, sup, what's going on, CA? Did I hear about Travis Kelce's ex, Kayla Nicole, getting exposed for resurfaced old tweets dating back to 2010? Yes, I did. And she's stupid. Should have stopped talking about Taylor. But no, want to keep talking. Especially if you know you got outstandings there on the Twitter world. It don't matter how old the tweets just so happen to be. You know there's losers who's going to spend all day scrolling backward to see what the fuck you done put out when you was younger. Could have just let the shit ride. But no, you let these goofy-ass lonely harlots online put the battery in your pack, and your goofy ass went out there and lied. You look stupid. What a tackle right there from Anzalone. Able to stop the Eagles and Shayshawn Barkley. What channel is the game on? It is on NBC. 3rd and 15. The Lions defense having to work overtime here tonight because the offense completely forgot that they employ a kicker. Nonetheless, what a good pass rush right there from Aiden Hutchinson. Too bad it wasn't enough to make it to the quarterback, and now Philly is going to have to settle for yet another field goal. Dong in the building, what's going on? I wish I had some water. They're keeping the offense on the field? 4th and 5. There's no way they're going to go for it on 4th and 5, bro. There's no way they're going to go for it on 4th and 5, bro. I refuse to believe it. They're just going to try to see if they could jump them offside. They came out the huddle a little bit fast. 10 seconds left to go before the end of this play call or play clock. There's no way they're going for it. There's no way they're going for it. They're going to take the delay of game and then, wow, they ended up using a timeout. I don't like that. Jake Elliott would have made the field goal even if they took the delay of game, but there it is. Justin said, you got the intel. Booker T's on the way to my studio. Booker T. Studio. Tyler said, what's my favorite alcohol whiskey? Pink is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And so is goofy-ass Pete Davidson is in the house. All right, Jake Elliott, 34-yard field goal, essentially just a extra point length here because, you know, the extra point is 34 yards in the building. Bryce Morgan in the house. What's good? Field goal through the uprights. It is a 6-0 game. Somebody better tell Dan Campbell to stop with this bullshit. By the way, let me go and check on my Underdog fantasy right now and see where I stand. Initially, I was winning a little bit of money, but not anymore. Somebody just ordered something. Ah, what do you know? Xavier had meant. I think Xavier mentioned earlier about a pin, and what do you know? An order was just placed for a Chiseled Adonis pin, so that should be getting shipped out tomorrow from HQ. I appreciate you. Now, what was I searching for? I was going to check for Underdog. Let me see where I am right now in this one-on-one battle. I am losing by 5 points. Ice trade for 5 on it. Said besides Jack Daniels was my favorite whiskey brand. Uncle Nearest is certainly up there. Hibiki, the Japanese brand. I actually just bought another bottle. I got a few in there. Like I spent like $500 on alcohol, but I'm an alcoholic. Maybe I am. But Hibiki, that's certainly up there. Maker's Mark is good. It's escaping me right now. Fucking shit. Fucking escaping me right now. Crown Royale, that's a good one as well. Yeah, Biggie is incredible. Crown Royale, apple is probably my one of my favorite flavored beverages of whiskey. Wyatt Man, for 5 on it, said your first donation team. We have talked multiple times on Instagram, and I've always been so humble. Steelers on the stairway to 7. Yes, indeed. Got that W. Gotta appreciate that. Yes. Shannon Sharp's Laportier, the cognac. I actually got another bottle that's up there. As Ian J. Hold on, wait, Matt. Ian J. Hey, Ian J, sir. What you talking about Ian J for? What part of the game is this? You got $13 in your pocket and you need something to drink on? Go drink water. We don't do no Ian J over here, bro. Ain't nobody drinking no doggone Ian J. What part of the game is this? You got to rob Peter to pay. You must be living your life robbing Peter to pay Paul to go and get some motherfucking Ian J in 2025, man. You live in a struggle kind of life. If somebody walk into the doggone liquor store and they on some, let me get some Ian J, I'm concerned about your well-being, fam. You must be going on drills with King Von. If you out there drinking Ian J by choice. That's the type of shit that you pull up to a function and folks got Ian J in mystery bottles and you had no idea what's in the cup. Or maybe you doing a blind taste test and you want some, what is that? Oh yeah, that's some Ian J. Oh, you got me. Ain't nobody going in there personal doggone Ian J on purpose. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But he want his stomach to be on fire. Nonetheless, here comes the ensuing kickoff. The Lions are going to have it fielded. Khalif Raymond's going to take it across the 25 to the 26-yard line with under 6 minutes left to go here in this first half. Just like Everclear, yeah, man. Like, come on now. Ain't nobody taking no fucking rubbing alcohol, talking about, yeah, man, we about to have ourselves a good night. You out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? When's the commentary going live? Halftime. In fact, I should probably set this up to go live for 9:45. Let me set this joint up to go live. All right, Jared Goff down. Oh, he got him wide open. Amon-Ra St. Brown catch and run inside Philly territory. Son was wide open. Son was wide open. Nobody was guarding that man as he was heading down the field. You got to guard somebody. Philly can still be in a situation, despite essentially dominating the entirety of the first half, they can mess around and go into halftime trailing. They can legitimately mess around and go into halftime trailing. Oh, right over the middle. That's Jameson Williams. He's going to go the distance to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. They take the lead. Or I should say they tie the game at 6-6 because they can mess around and miss the extra point. Jameson Williams to the house. And just like that, Detroit is on the board. 2 plays, 74 yards, less than a minute. Detroit is on the board. What I tell you? Somebody turn on the Miz theme song. They came to play. They came out here to play. They came out here to play. Detroit with the swift answer. And they are on the board awaiting a field goal that could potentially, extra point I should say, that could potentially give them the lead. Oh, there's laundry on the field, unsportsmanlike conduct on the celebration. On the celebration. Damn, it's a windy extra point. This motherfucker might have just fucked that up. It's hella windy out there, so you can mess around, miss this extra point. This is going to be a tie game. Big dummy, you got to relax on the celebration. All right, let's see if Bates got it. Extra point, no good. Wide right, wide right. Jameson Williams, go run a lap, you fucking nincompoop. It's going to be a 6-6 game because your dumbass wanted to go out there and get a penalty. You big dummy. Wait a minute, where the hell is the Twitter? Did I not just put this joint to upload on Twitter? Am I in Genjutsu?
Gotcha, bitch.
Seth the Tech is now following.
Ah, shit. I'm in a Genjutsu. I thought I had it uploaded on Twitter. I guess. Eagles offense got to do something. Yep, game tied 6-6. You said, oh, if he made the extra point, it could have been 6-7. I still have no idea why that's a thing. Makes absolutely no sense. But when we was kids, we was doing the what every opportunity that we could get. So I'm sure this is just a situation where I'm sure this is probably what our parents felt like. Came in for 5 and said, what's up, though? Have I heard of the NBA The Run video game? What are my thoughts? I have not heard of that. I have not heard of that. Oh, yeah, the 21? Yeah, that as well. Yeah, some of the stuff from our childhood actually made a lot of sense. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't quite understand the affinity of the 6'7", but hey, they do what they gotta do. They do what they gotta do. Domino's is obsessed with that. Well, bruh sound effect. Yeah, a lot of people just saying bruh for anything. All right, 5 minutes left to go here in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. This Eagles offense has done nothing. Nothing. A turnover and then a turnover on downs is the only way they were able to go and generate points tonight. Oh, don't forget that one as well. Yeah, this has been around for a while. Thoughts on Josh Allen's dominance versus Tampa today? He played a hell of a game. 6 total touchdowns, 3 through the air, 3 on the ground. That's why he's the reigning defending undisputed MVP of the league. Oh, here comes the pass rush. Wide open over the middle. Got his man. That's a first down for Philly. Mr. King said, who do I have on my team tonight? Tonight, I have Jared Goff, David Montgomery, Jalen Hurts, and Devontae Smith. My opponent has Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Saquon Barkley, and Jahmyr Gibbs. So needless to say, I'm losing by half right now. I've got 13. My opponent has 26. Today, not a good day for Ohio football. At least we still have the Buckeyes. Well, yeah, Browns and Cincinnati both took a loss. Oh, there it is. Devontae Smith, first down. No, pardon me. Jahad Dotson with the catch. That's a first down for Philly. Offense is starting to make some plays. Oh, it's a fumble. Saquon falls on top of the football, but there was a fumble right there, miscommunication. He couldn't seem to handle the doggone ball. And he put the ball on the ground. Jalen Hurts handed it off to Saquon Barkley, but Barkley couldn't get his hands on the football. Luckily for the Eagles, they were able to fall on top of that. Somebody tell who was man's on Thursday who just didn't want to go and pick the football up. He kept fucking reaching. And then it bounced. Somebody kicked it out of his hand. It's escaping me. Shit. Justin Fields. Somebody tell Justin Fields. That's how you recover your own fumble. Tank Bigsby on the last play, picking up a first down. All right. Start bench cut each. You better stop it. Ian J, Everclear, Paul Madison, Four Loco. All of them getting cut. How about that? All of them getting cut. Bryce Young, almost 450 yards and 3 touchdowns. Love to see it. Brother was balling. He was playing a hell of a doggone game. Favorite DBZ movie. And D-Lo said you're new here. Okay, so favorite DBZ movie. The newest Broly, because I saw it in theaters and it was fucking electric. But if I had to go classic, I would probably say either Broly the first, well, shit. Yeah, probably the first Broly or maybe Bojack. Who's the worst defense in NFL history? One of Rob Ryan's teams. One of Rob Ryan's Saints teams in the 2010s, because my God, they were terrible. Like Drew Brees can go out and put up 40. You gonna lose by 10. That's how bad the fucking Saints defense was. And Rob Ryan football teams was absolutely atrocious, bro. Like, listen, if there's Saints fans who's in the chat who remember 10 years ago, the pain that y'all had to endure, bro, Rob Ryan fucking, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Bio Broly was terrible. Rob Ryan fucking football teams were terrible. Were fucking terrible. Like, legitimately, you can go out there, you could score a 50 ball. I promise you, you might lose by 10. If you look, if I told you Drew Brees would throw for 460 yards, 4 TDs, no interceptions, and y'all score 42 points, you're gonna be, oh yeah, the Saints must have rolled. They lost by 16. What? Rob Ryan defenses were terrible, bro. Guarantee first down, immediate first down. Guarantee. That team, man, listen. Terrible. Brandon said, have I ever thought about anime commentary? Yes and no. One of the reasons why I was discouraged from doing it when I first started everything in 2016 was Team 4-Star and the issues that they were running into with Toei Animation. So you were doing Dragon Ball Z Abridged and all that. So I watched all of that in its exception, dating back to the late 2000s, early 2010s, all that shit. I was Purple Eyes, what the fuck? I used some of their the One Piece Abridged stuff. I used some of the sound bites and all that other stuff. But the reason why I never did it, copyright. I can't take that chance. Like, legitimately, if I was only doing anime commentary, I promise you, y'all would not know who I am. Y'all have seen some clips here and there, but then everything getting blocked, y'all would not know who I am. I'd have been working 9 to 5. I'd have not been making no content whatsoever. Then again, I mean, it's not like the sports are putting anything in my pocket either. They not. But at least you're in a situation where you could try to post the videos and get it up there, at least get a bit of, eyes on you so you can create other content. Them anime clips, man, they taking shit down. And I don't have the editing prowess like fucking Rab So Petty and everybody else to like have the voiceover stuff, or I should say the dynamic edits and all that other stuff. I ain't got that. I'd have to mess around and hire somebody. And I ain't got the bread for all that. Touchdown, Philly. Shayshawn Barkley to the end zone. That's a score. That's a score. Shayshawn Barkley putting points on the board. Yeah, CJ the champ be killing. CJ the champ be killing it. He doing his thing. Is copyright only effective if it's monetized? No. Even if it's not monetized. Well, technically, they're going to monetize it. But copyright can affect even if something's not monetized. That's a touchdown. I think that's a touchdown. Oh, no. They might mark him short. They might mark him short. Caleb said, yeah, a few weeks ago, you started working out. Well, you started eventually, but feeling so much better physically and mentally. Appreciate the advice and support. Yes, indeed. It starts very small. You just got to start doing something very small and then watch how you start feeling afterwards. 2 guns. Put 2 on, said, where is Nancy? She ain't bet you over in a while. First of all, bent over is crazy. But secondly, no, I haven't had any super issues with the exception of last year's Super Bowl where I couldn't post it. But outside of that, I haven't had any issues. God willing, no issues. Jada Nation said, did I ever have a nut? Yes. Last time I worked was 8 years ago, 2019. After that, I said, yeah, I'm good. And believe it or not, is because I was living at my parents' crib. I didn't have to pay no doggone bills. So even if I had I had a couple of years where I only made like $10,000 for the year. for the whole year while I was doing YouTube, but I was able to make shit work. Tom Grassi, who you watch as well, used to be a teacher. Yeah, he used to be a teacher. Now he's doing content full time. There's a lot of money in content, but it all depends on what it is that you're doing and what your goal is, and ultimately what kind of life that you're trying to live. Yes, R.I.P. Kenny Easley, one of the greatest safeties of all time, Seattle legend, Hall of Famer as well, passed away today. Don't know how old he was, but passed away today. So R.I.P. to Kenny Easley. Brandon said, have I ever thought about linking up with RDC? I met them on 2 different occasions. I have a photo with Mark Phillips, but what is that? I have to see, truly, you have to like pick them out individually. I think Leland is a WWE fan. So if I could tap in with Leland, maybe there could be something that can be done there. But he was 66. Well, there it is. Yeah, but RDC's cool folks. They cool folks. Callum said you crashed out a couple of weeks ago, decided you need to change your life around, been eating healthy and stopped isolating yourself, really doing so much better. That's great. That's great. Keep that up, man. Keep that up. That's what life's about, man. You got to make those adjustments so that you can have a much better life. That's what life's about. Yeah, 66 feels young. Yeah, indeed. That's younger than both my parents. That's younger than both my parents. So that's very unfortunate. Beyblade said your football team won sectionals and now you're in the New York State playoffs. First ever sectional champion. Well, that's great. Shout out to you. Thoughts on Survivor Series? It is ass thus far. James in the building. What's going on? Thoughts on the Steelers win versus the Bengals? Check out the latest video up on the channel right now. Commentary debuts in 2 minutes. 2nd and goal. Tush push to the end zone. That's a touchdown. And you already know Saquon Barkley's TD was taken away. Jalen Hurts takes it himself into the end zone with the touchdown. And I know Peyton probably got this on in the background. So just for you, we've got to celebrate the Jalen Hurts QB sneak to the end zone for the score to give Philly a 2, or not a 2-possession lead, but to give them a 1-possession lead. Once again, I'm trying to delay to go find the fucking clip, and for whatever reason, I can't find this shit. This is ridiculous. I've been scrolling for a minute, and I can't find this goddamn clip. Where the hell's the Jalen Hurts? There it is. Yeah, but here it is. They scored. False start like a motherfucker indeed. Listen, I'm telling you guys, they're going to ban the motherfucking tush push. Unknown Adonis is in the building. Shout out to my brother, Chocolate Sensation 69. You need to change that name, brother. I'm telling you right now, it is way too doggone horny for that doggone name. Chocolate Sensation is in the house cheering on his Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to you. And the Eagles take the lead. They call false starts on every other team. That's why the tush push will be banned at the end of this year. There's no scenario in which they don't ban the tush push at the conclusion of the season. That's Mark Henry. No, this is Azalea Banks' Luxury, just incredibly slowed and chopped. Toretto put 2 on, said play it one more time. That's his shit. Say less. We so major, put 2 on, said AI Adonis working overtime sweatshop. Oh my. 2 guns, put 2 on it, said where is the unchiseled Adonis? I actually just saw the unchiseled Adonis yesterday. So he's doing okay, to say the least. Habits continue to kick his ass. Literally, while I pulled up, this man had chicken wings delivered to the house. I said, you are a lost cause. I should beat your ass right now. You are disappointing me. But everybody has to learn at different speeds, huh? Everybody got to learn at different Callum said wasn't married, but broke up engagement last a couple of years back. Been there, man. It sucks. We on good terms now, but no, it gets better. Chin up, Chuck. You got this. Oh yes, if there's a Chuck who's going through something right now, but yes, you got to make sure that you are mentally in a good spot. Dan Campbell's Lions are trailing at halftime. Their 3 losses this season, they trailed at halftime in each of those games as well. Timothy Miller, per 5-1, said the tush push needs to be banned or let defense do the same shit. Let the defense be able to push a teammate into. Ooh, I don't know about all that. I think it's better if you just let the tush push get banned. Bane say he can't have chicken wings now. No! Eat oxygen. Cesboot says, how is the marathon workout going to escape Diddy's time? I actually haven't started. Said marathon training. Maybe I should. I've just been, lifting, if you will. But halftime is here, ladies and gentlemen. Commentary should be premiering as we speak. It should be posted everywhere else. Let me see. Commentary. It is posted on Facebook. Got it up on Twitch. And it should be. It should be live. Yes, it's live everywhere but Twitter. And it's still loading over on X. So there is that. Mason in the building. What's going on? But yeah, thus far in this game, let me get some statistics here. By the way, let me check in on my one-on-one battle over on Underdog, because with this touchdown, the Eagles got a score from Hurts. I am down by 6. My opponent, Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Saquon Barkley, and Jahmyr Gibbs. I have Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, David Montgomery, and Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith has given me nothing. He's got 4 targets, 0 catches. Oscar Patuan said Maria Taylor may be wearing a jacket, but yes, indeed. That is a delicioso looking lady. Funny enough, in the pregame, she had done the 6'7" thing. I'm like, dang. Yeah, it was part 2 of the Unk Bowl tonight. Boomer Sooner said, I look like I sell furniture. It's crazy. But statistically thus far, Jared Goff, 7 of 12, 119 on the day, 1 touchdown throw, 1 INT. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts, 9 of 18, 63 yards through the air. On the ground, Saquon Barkley, 12 carries, 32 yards. Outside of a 14-yard carry, man got 11 carries for fucking 18 yards, bro. This dude is getting shut the fuck down. Absolutely shut down. Eagles offense is not doing anything. The literal only reason why they have the lead right now is because the fucking Lions are stupid. This game should be tied, or actually, it should be 7-6 Eagles or 6-6 Eagles. Dan Campbell with back-to-back turnover on downs. Also, an early interception led to an Eagles field goal. Turnover on downs led to another Eagles field goal. Now, albeit they had a touchdown drive there at the end of the half where they took care of business to go down the field and get a score. I'll give the Eagles that. But outside of that, the Lions defense have been fucking cooking. They've been cooking. Unc Flacco got whooped, says plus equalizer. Yeah, he did not play a very good game. He did not play a very good game. OMG in the building. What's going on? Did we talk about Jamar Chase spitting on Jalen? Oh, yeah, he certainly is going to get suspended for a game. It'd be crazy if he doesn't get suspended for at least a game. I shouldn't say at least a game. If he doesn't get suspended for a game, because we saw Jalen Carter get suspended for a game, and that was in prime time. There's no way with 8K cameras that they captured every single angle that Jamar Chase does not get suspended. He has to. He has to get suspended. Dak spat on Jalen first. He didn't get anything. Well, yeah. They didn't peep that initially, but he spat in his direction. He didn't spit on him. He spat in his direction. Chuck put 10 on it, said you're feeling very uneasy about your birds tonight. You feel like we're gonna run a tush push and be called for a false start for once. Just not feeling lucky you get, well, they got away with it a little earlier. They got away with it a little earlier. Yeah, it was a good day of football today. Today was a very good day of football. Jay said it wasn't even regular spit. Man's tried to power wash his face. Yeah, it was bad. And for those who didn't see the more HD angle of the spit, which is crazy that I want to see the spit. Show me the spit. This was Take a look right here. Come on now, brother. What? That's outrageous work. You talk about a super loogie. What is this? Okay. Oh yeah, that was the W. But talk about a super loogie. And you know what was wild? Listen to what he said in the post-game presser.
He was saying that you spit on him. Did you spit on him?
I ain't never opened my mouth to that guy.
So what do you?
Haitian, and then it was the second time.
What are you saying?
I ain't spit on nobody.
He fixed his lips to say he did not spit on him. But in HD 4K, what is this, sir? How you gonna say you ain't spit on, son?
He was saying that you spit on him. Did you spit on him?
I ain't never opened my mouth to that guy.
So what?
He said he ain't even opened his mouth to spit on that guy. We got you in 4K. We got you in 8K. You're going on the suspension list, sir. You're a liar. You're a liar. And this is where the Nikita Lyons comes into play. Because in the case of Jalen Ramsey versus Jamar Chase, did Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey? The lie detector determined that was the truth. And despite his lying, Jalen Ramsey got the...
After I get that W. Dun, 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 dun.
Mr. King put 5 on it. Say, calling it now. False starts on the tush push will cost the Eagles a playoff game. Just like that corner holding in Super Bowl 22, in the 22 Super Bowl. Possibility. It's a wrap. Second half is getting ready to start really soon, but it is not a very good offensive showcase at all. The Eagles have one drive Detroit, they should have tried that 57-yard field goal. They should have attempted it with Bates. Even if they missed, it would have been better than those back-to-back turnover on downs. And actually, they might have 3 turnovers on downs. They have the INT, turnover on downs, turnover on downs. No, there's 2 turnovers on downs. 2 turnovers on downs. They ended up punting it early when they were inside of where were they at? They were at the when they punted it, they were at Philly's 40. They took the delay of game and then they punted from the 45. They might as well have tried a 57-yard field goal. Because the next drive, when they got down there from the 48, they had a turnover on downs, and then they from their own 43, they had a turnover on downs again. But they're still in this game. Kirby is in the building. Hello, Kirby. That's a great name you got there. I almost dropped my games. I actually did drop them. That's a great name you got over there. That clip is growing on you. Yeah, actually, it's growing on me, too. I'm about to start using it way, way more. Where's Kirby Air Ride? Where's Kirby Air Ride? Just so I can reference Kirby. There we go. Kirby, great name. Great name. Kirby Air Ride. By the way, Tuesday, we were supposed to stream. Playing a little bit of the video games. So we'll see how fast we can get to it. It's most likely going to be an early afternoon. As long as Monday Night Football is not nothing anything crazy. Where's the resident Hobbit? That's a great question. Resident Hobbit probably is in the chat room. He actually sent me a couple of voice notes as I was streaming. Nope. I guess he's not in the chat just yet. Peyton said, you believe it when you see it. You're absolutely right. Because we were supposed to come back last month and we didn't. So you're absolutely right. Kirby said, you like this channel when I like WWE. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Do I still stream games? Well, we coming back on Tuesday. Jabbar said, did I see the center from Maryland had a nasty injury and the skier that skied down Mount Everest? I saw nothing of either. By the way, Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. I'm going. I just don't got the tickets yet. Looks Puppet said, how do I make those commentaries so fast? I am a lunatic, but I record during the day. So essentially, once kickoff happens, I am seated right here and I'm recording in real time. 2017 was a little bit crazy. Like the game would end and then I'd record for like straight through, no break, nothing, and then bam, post. At least the first 4 weeks. And then after that, then still waiting for GTA return. Los Santos PETA whipping my. What do you mean Los Santos PETA? You mean from blowing up Chop? I mean, I thought that's what we all did, right? I thought we all blew up Chop. Second half is getting ready to get underway. Second half getting ready to get underway. We didn't all
Don't underscore hesitate
eliminate
is now
Chop. I
following.
thought that's what we were supposed to do. Wasn't there a prompt in the game that said you must eliminate Chop? Well, that's neither here nor there. Rogue, but 2-1 said, am I going live on Black Friday? There's a football game Black Friday, right? I believe there is a football game, so I should be live. Second half is ready to begin. Jake Elliott ready to boot this football to the Detroit Lions, trailing by 7. Here comes the kickoff. Lions football is going out of the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, and here comes Detroit. Brian Pavavon said, as a man of culture with Kirby Air Ride, you see, you might have to get you one with the original game case instructional manual. Do I still have the original? I'd have to go to my parents' house and see, but I still have. I had to buy a new disc. That's there. Oh, Lane Johnson out for the remainder of the game. Pain. Brian, we shall see. Am I ready for big back season? What's big back season? Thanksgiving? What's big back season? First and 10, Jahmyr Gibbs out the backfield. Oh, my God, what a catch and run. Jahmyr Gibbs reaching top speed for a first down for Detroit. Is Chop the dog from level 1? Well, let's just say if he's from level 1, he certainly ain't make it to level 2, at least when I was done with him. But Frank put 2 on it. Said, wait, Chase competed in the Trump Clinton challenge. Oh my, somebody was given the spit. Pause. Whoa. Junior said you ate chop. Hold on, wait a minute. We're talking about blowing the dog up. You over here talking about eating the dog, sir. What part of the game is it? What you talking about eating? Son said he put him on the skillet. Son took a bite on the skillet. You got to relax, all right? Even Vic ain't do that. What's on the menu? Dog. What? All right, 7 minutes left to go here in this, pardon me, 1 minute into the second half. Detroit already inside Philly territory, marching down the field. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs only able to pick up 1. They are in field goal range. Long field goal, but they're in field goal range nonetheless. Big back season is from November to January during holiday season when people be eating good. Okay. Folks be eating good? Shit. Oh, speaking of folks eating good, let me message Sis Adonis. Fuck you,
14
bitch.
grams of crack. Then you sell it.
All right. Message has been sent to Sis Adonis. 2nd and 9. The Detroit Lions are going to set up a 3rd and long. Joshua put 2 on it. Said Bears at Eagles, Black Friday. Ooh, that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a good game. Watch out for the big girl. Never tried sweet potato pie. You're in for a good time once you try that. 3rd and 5. It's a 3rd and manageable right now for the Detroit Lions. Let's see if they can mess around and pick up that first down. GR said, please react to SC getting on their knees and blowing the game to A&M. Well, here we go. Jared Goff down the field, pass incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown hands still just for decoration. What's wrong with him? Amon-Ra St. Brown hands just for decoration. Cannot catch the football. They got to kick a field goal. They got to kick a field goal.
Gotcha, bitch.
That board Asian is now following.
Yeah, Amon-Ra got to catch that ball, bro. That's right there. What are they doing? They're going for it again? Stop it. Kick the field goal. You employ a kicker for a reason. I know it's windy out there, but come on, bro. It's 4th and 5. You failed twice. Jared Goff over the middle, pass incomplete. Oh, my God, just kick the field goal. Why do y'all keep going for it on 4th down? Kick the fucking field goal, bro. Yo, take the points. It's like they don't. It's like they legitimately don't. They don't want to have their kicker go out there and kick, bro. Like, it's a windy day, but fam, kick the fucking field goal. You don't pay that kicker for no reason, bruh. You got to be kidding me. This is just like the NFC Championship. Going for it on 4th down when you don't need to. Taking unnecessary motherfucking field goals, bro. Golly. Another drop. Another drop. Dummies. 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 Lions fans watching this game like,
Please! Please! No!
bro, what? Kick the fucking field goal. Hands just for decoration, left and right. The Lions absolutely farting and shitting the bed. Come on, man. What's Dan Campbell's decision-making on Sunday Night Football looking like? Come on, man. What are we doing? Decision making's been ass. 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 Booty cheeks. At this point, the only person who's going to be able to come out here and help the goddamn Detroit Lions is motherfucking Goku Homer.
_85 is now found.
Jeez, sorry. Pretty standard show. Grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Pack them up, fam. What are we doing? Pack them up. All right, 1st and 10. Where's he going? Nowhere. Reality, put 5 on, said, as a Packers fan, you hope Aaron Rodgers is going to be all right. Haven't paid attention to any updates, though. We shall see. Anu put 2 on, said, is Cam Ward ass? Well, the team is ass right now. Y'all were talking to the new chair. You don't get a chance to have a full conversation. Y'all don't have a chance. I ran downstairs to see if I had a water bottle. I couldn't find it. 2nd and 6. From the 36-yard line. Let's see what they got cooking up. There's a handoff. Shayshawn Barkley. Where's he going? Nowhere. He's going to get oh, no, he's actually able to pick up 5 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 right now. And you already know what time it is. Did I use that clip to go pee? No, I went to go find some water. Because I should have brought my water bottle downstairs to go and fill it up. But I thought I had an actual water bottle. I didn't have one. Y'all missed the chair? No, y'all don't get a chance. Old chair is right there. Old chair is right there. All hail the chair is crazy. 3rd and 1. Tush push is coming up. Tush push coming up right now. Oh, they jumped off. That's a false start. That's a false start. Good call by the referee. False start. Yeah, I don't know why this man is jumping. You know damn well you false started. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You know damn well you false started. Referee told me, hey, calm your big ass down, fam. False start on the offense. Thank you, refs. Thank you, refs. $3.4 million mansion is insane. Who the fuck paying $3.4 million for a crib? Not me. What the fuck was he doing? Yo, this man put his hand, yo. Boy, was he banging on the floor to tell son to get out the neutral zone? That's crazy. Why would you put your hand out? What were you doing? That's certainly a neutral zone infraction, but why the fuck did he go and move? Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I think the referees actually got that wrong, but why the fuck did he go and start tapping for the neutral zone infract? Bro, what was he doing? Jalen Hurts gonna have to air it out. Oh, wow, he actually dropped it in the breadbasket. That should have been a catch. You gotta catch that. Grandson should have caught that. Grandson should have caught that. He put that shit in the breadbasket. You got to catch that football, bro. He put that sumbitch in the breadbasket. Grandson got to catch that. He threw a back shoulder right there. Grandson got to catch that. That's a good back shoulder pass. You got to catch that football.
Tim 412.
You got to catch that football. But that's a very bizarre first down. That's a, I should say a first down. That's a very bizarre false start. Because homie was 100% in the neutral zone. But why this dude started tapping right there, like that? That's a bizarre way to go and move. Because you tapping on his hand and shit. That's a good pass. You got to catch that. You got to catch that. It should have been a neutral zone infraction, though. I will say that much. It should have been a neutral zone infraction. 4th and 10, the Lions able to go and get a stop. There's the punt fielded by Khalif Raymond. He's going to be down at the 27. You're super sad. Seattle's rookie guard looked like he tore his ACL. Yeah, Seattle, it's a tough loss. And then on top of that, offensively, Seattle looked atrocious. But I can say this much, at least the defense was playing good football. There's been a lot of miscatches tonight. Yeah, a lot. 100% has been a lot. If defensive tackles turned backwards, you're sure the Eagles would not convert on the tush push? I disagree. You turn backwards and you're being pushed forward. Like, what are you saying? You turn backward and just drop your back on the ground? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Let me see if I can post it on Twitter now. Is it at 100? Yes, it is. Week 11, and now it is uploaded. Yo, Dove Kleiman is the biggest fucking, got to be the best NFL troll account, bro. Because folks legitimately think it's an actual, like, a credible source of information on so, like, this account here on Twitter, 100%, and I only follow due to the clips because I need the clips when I'm getting highlights, right? But this account over here, bro, legit, all Sun do is fucking bait. Especially as if I was to search Shedeur Sanders, yo, you talk about engagement bait Olympics on this account, bro. Hold on, wait, let me see. Engagement bait Olympics on this account, bro. Just look how he did. 4 of 16, 47 yards, no TDs, 1 INT, 13.5 passer rating with 0 first-team reps. It was an excellent performance. Bro, engagement bait masterpiece. Heartwarming. Star QB Shedeur Sanders gifted a 7-year-old fan a signed jersey. His reaction was priceless. The whole, like, his whole account. They don't, he don't, why it's not in order? This shit go back to 20. Why it's not in order? It need to be in order. It fucked up. This shit fucked up. It's supposed to be in order. If they have it in order, hold on, wait a minute. Where was the one that he had earlier today? Let's see here. Since he started dating Madison Beer, this over more engagement bait over here. Just every Shedeur Sanders play. Eagles defense tremendous. What did I have to think? Oh, here we go. Awful. It says Dylan Gabriel will start next week if he's healthy. The Shedeur Sanders disrespect continue. The whole page. Legit. This whole dude's page. It's not a Shedeur Sanders, glazing page. Legitimately, the whole page is fucking is just straight up engagement bait. Fake journalist. He's not a journalist. Yeah, fake journalist. Yeah, I guess I could say that much. Fake journalist. Here comes, oh wow, Jahmyr Gibbs with the cut inside. Makes another man miss. Gibbs is still going. Makes another Eagles miss. Gonna take it down to the 25-yard line. Bro, he's not even he legitimately, I don't know how people take it as a credible source. The whole thing is engagement bait. His whole page is engagement bait. Does he actually make it seem, it said follow for the best and most accurate NFL news and stories. Make sure to turn on post notification contact via DM powered by Polymarket Sport. I don't know what Polymarket Sport is, but not even a real fucking reporter, but people think it's a legitimate source. Can we laugh at the Atlanta Falcons? Oh, we're always laughing at the Falcons. Jahmyr Gibbs on the carry, only a gain of 2 after that large carry to bring them inside field goal range. But Darren Campbell, everything is a fucking 4-down territory. Jermaine Patoun said, somebody please tell Dan he got kickers on the payroll. Evidently, he don't want to believe that he does. Yeah, they were swept for the first time since 2013. Boys is having a tough time. 8:30 on the clock, midway through the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Handoff, Jahmyr Gibbs up the gut, going to take it across the 20, and now you're going to see the most likely the rotation to bring in David Montgomery Burns. It's windy in Philly right now. Indeed it is. Who finishes with a better record, Raiders, Cowboys, or Commanders? Cowboys. Check out NFL Drop on Twitter. NFL Drop. The NFL Drop, Satire NFL. Okay. Are they also doing the same stuff? Wow, Jahmyr Gibbs with another first down on 3rd and 4. Yeah, I see some NFL Drop stuff here. Let's see. Caleb Williams to 9. Good job out there. Got to stop taking those hits. Damn, they put a photo of Jack. What isn't Jack Doherty is his name? The YouTuber or the streamer? Jack Doherty. On an edit for JJ McCarthy. Damn. Yeah, that's on NFL Drop, right? 1st and goal right now for the Lions. Jamison Williams on the catch. Well, I should say 2nd and goal now. He got arrested. Good for him. He's just 1,000% rage baiting. And you know what's wild? You can legitimately make some money on Twitter, straight up rage baiting. Like there's folks who just engagement alone. That's why you see a lot of people who just be engagement baiting. You constantly going viral because decisiveness online, it puts money in the God damn. Jahmyr Gibbs got fucking blasted. What a tackle from Blankenship. 1/2 of the Ku Klux Klamps making a hell of a play right there. Mr. King but 2 said, is Tampa becoming the Steelers straight mid? Whoa. No. Tampa's won playoff games in recent memory. They've won the division 4 straight years, if not 5. No. And considering the teams that they lost to and how they lost. Not even in the same stratosphere. I think Pittsburgh fans would wish we would be like Tampa the last couple of years. Ken Talk said facts. X rage baiting is mad money. Turn X to shit. Agreed. Like people will go out of their way to just post the most nonsensical takes just to get, and there'll be folks who just taking that shit to heart. I'm like, all right, you know what? I ain't even gonna interact with this shit. 4th and goal, like you can make a lot of money on YouTube even, like just reacting to all the rage bait. Jared Goff to the end zone, 4th and goal, incomplete. Take the fucking points, bro. Take the fucking points, bro. That's 4 turnover on downs now. How many turnover on downs is that right now? How many turnover on downs is that right now? You've got to be fucking kidding me. You have got, that is 4 turnover on down. Both drives for, you know what's crazy? If they just kicked field goals, last drive was at the 32. That's a 49-yard field goal. Albeit it's windy, that's very difficult. So let's just say a 50-50. This was at the fucking 3-yard line. You... Kick the fucking field goal, bro. Kick the fucking field goal.
Gotcha, bitch! David87665 is now following.
What are they doing? Coach only want touchdowns indeed, but bro, like you gotta, man, listen. Dan Campbell decision making. was trying to find a John Cena ass, but I couldn't find it. Carmen, put 10 on it. Said the song Galactic Mermaid is how you're feeling about the Lions right now. Check it out. You're welcome, everyone. I'll give that one a listen. Yeah, it's a lot of ass that's going on right now. It's a lot of ass going on right now for the play calling for the Detroit Lions. Them boys are struggling. Keep it going till we come back from commercial. Nah, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. The Lions have turned the football over on downs 4 times in this game. 4. That's outrageous. 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Philadelphia still in control. You got to hope for a Lions takeaway. A.J. Brown on the sideline, incomplete. What's the song I have in the Jalen Hurts reaction? That is Azalea Banks, Luxury. What do I think of the people who say the Patriots have an easy schedule this year? It is what it is, but you still got to go out there and win in 60 minutes. Because remember, the teams in the division play the exact same team.
Then you sell it.
The Jets have a losing record. The Dolphins have a losing record. Buffalo's doing decent. Hurts on the move, down the field, overthrow, got his man, Dotson, catch, first. What the hell's the flag for? Ain't no way this about to be a, nah, this can't be, it got to be helmet to helmet. Because there's no scenario where you could throw a flag on some fucking defenseless receiver. There's no way. There's no way. What's the flag for? Oh, it's a helmet to helmet. Helmet to helmet.
Then you sell it.
Yep. That's a good hit, too. Dotson making plays right there. Yasin underneath had an opportunity to have a takeaway, but unfortunately for him, ball went right over his head. Went right over his head. Ooh, this drink is hitting. I ain't gonna hold you. His drink is hitting. Sargon, I put 2 on it. I missed the donut. Okay, I'll go up. Jermaine put 2 on it. Said, let's have a live look in Dan's mind. Yeah, indeed. It's definitely a alligator going on right there. It's definitely an alligator. Sargon put 10 on. Said, what's going on? Very good weekend of football. Just watched the Steelers reaction. You agree 100% about with 100% about all that I said. You just don't trust the consistency of getting W's. You got hype, but not too hype. Indeed, that's the way to feel. Never get way too hype. All right, now inside Lion territory, Shayshawn Barkley able to wiggle to the outside and pick up about 5 yards here. The Lions need to get a stop, and furthermore, they have to put points on the board, bro. How many times? How do you fail? 4 times turnover on downs. 3 of those times you were inside of Eagles territory. 2 of them you were in field goal range, legitimately to where it felt somewhat makeable. Albeit it's windy out there, but you pay a kicker for a reason, bro. You have to kick the doggone field. This is ridiculous. You got to hope the defense makes a play. Like, they need a takeaway today. 2nd and 4. There's a play action. Oh, Jalen Hurts got nowhere to go. He's going down. He's going down. He's going down. He's going down. Hell of a goddamn rush right there. Way to get the quarterback on the ground. Now it's going to be a 3rd and long. What is this celebration? Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Where did that shit come from? What is that? What is that? I'm out the loop. Ethan Batuan said Lions are the world's worst team in the NFL. The world's worst? TikTok? Well, Zombieland? 3rd and 15. Where you going? Oh, he's going to air it out. Jalen Hurts down the field. Incomplete, looking for A.J. Brown. They're going to have to punt. They're going to have to punt. 4 turnover on downs is absolutely outrageous, but they're going to have to punt. Eagles offense is abysmal this game. They've legitimately had one drive. That's it. One drive. There's the punt. It's going to be fielded by Khalif Raymond, who is a very good returner, but he's got nowhere to go with the football. And now the Lions get the ball back at the 15-yard line. AJ crying about the ball, but he's not making an effort to go and get the ball. He had the football in his hands earlier on, but not really making much of a difference. If I'm not mistaken, he's still, what was it, 3 catches that he had, or 2? It was 2 catches. He's got 6 catches right now, 43 yards on 10 targets. He's tied for the most yards alongside Jalen Dotson, who had a 34-yard catch earlier on that drive. AJ's got 6 catches. 10 targets. Can't say the football's not going his way. Devontae Smith got 4 targets, 0 catches. Angie put 2 on it, said, my thoughts on the AFC North title picture moving forward. Well, right now, it still is completely wide open. I will say this much, though. With the way things are ironing out, unfortunately, for the Bengals sitting there at 3-7, and they got New England next week and then Baltimore, they would have to win. Look at the remaining games of the season right now for Cincinnati. New England, Baltimore, Buffalo, Baltimore, then Miami, Arizona, Cleveland. That 4-week stretch, New England, Baltimore, Buffalo, Baltimore, they would have to go 3 of 4 and then win out the remaining. They can only lose 1 game at worst, or I should say at best, for the remainder of the season. Cincinnati's done. Burrow's going to come back, but you can't really save the season. Because 8 losses isn't going to, 9-8 won't make you into the playoffs this year in the AFC. I just don't see it happening. Right? So, Cincy, for all intents and purposes, they're cooked. Cleveland is sitting there at 2-8. You got Las Vegas, San Francisco, Tennessee, Chicago, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Even if you win out, you're cooked. Pittsburgh has Cleveland, Chicago, then Buffalo, then Baltimore, Miami, Detroit, Cleveland, Baltimore. Very tough schedule down the stretch. Chicago, that's going to be a very tough game. And then, of course, you have Buffalo that's coming into your home in 2 weeks. And then Baltimore right after. This next 3 weeks, brutal. Fucking brutal. Baltimore got the Jets next week after winning 4 in a row. There's Jared Goff pass incomplete. You got the Jets, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and then New England, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh. But the benefit is you have Pittsburgh in the division, who already has a very difficult schedule. So it's a 2-team race. It's a 2-team race. And for all intents and purposes, Baltimore is right there. Baltimore is right there. Colorado put 2 on, said, thoughts on the AFC West playoff picture. I think Denver, for all intents and purposes, unless, of course, they were to mess around, because Los Angeles, pass almost got intercepted. Los Angeles is undefeated in the division, but my God, Los Angeles has been bad down the stretch. They've 3 or 4 of their last games. They are not playing very good football. Los Angeles, well, they won 3 of their last 4, but then they had lost 3 of their 4 prior to that. Los Angeles got the Raiders, Philly, Kansas City, Dallas, Houston, Denver again, right? They're in a very interesting spot. And I think they have a bye that's coming up right now. But Los Angeles is in a very interesting spot. Denver, third down, dump off, Jahmyr Gibbs. Wow, able to get the first down and more, making a couple more people miss. Oh, he's in the open field. Good breaking of a tackle across the 45. Bro, this motherfucker is a problem. Denver's won 8 straight. They've got a bye week right now. They got the Commanders, Raiders, Packers, Jaguars, Chiefs, Chargers. Yeah, they're in a good spot. I think it's Denver's division. It's Denver's division. And Kansas City, Indy next week. That's a tough game. Dallas, at Dallas. That's a tough game. Houston trying to save their season. Chargers, Tennessee, Denver, Los Angeles. Yeah, they can mess around and go 500. I don't know. They go 500 and they're 9-8. They might mess around and miss. They're in a tough spot. But I think Kansas City's going to be in the wild card. I think it's Denver's division. I think it's Denver's division. Gibbs is a fucking hell of a football player. Nah, the Chiefs will make the playoffs this season. The Chiefs will make the playoffs. I never count out the heart of a champion. The Chiefs will make the playoffs. But they're not a champion. The Chiefs are going to find a way to make the playoffs. Even if they're a 7th seed, they're going to find a way to make the playoffs. Burgundy Breakdown said, yo, save some class and girls for some of us out here looking like a smooth operator just for the stream. Why, thank you. I appreciate it. Lover said, how I know Gibbs is like that? Oh, no, I know this. I'm just reminding y'all. Texans might be their division. The Texans aren't going to be able to. Their only way of being able to qualify most likely will have to be winning the division, and Indy is way too far. AFC West has 3 teams in the postseason, or does LAC drop out? I think the Chargers will end up dropping out. I think the Chargers will drop out. Because losing Alt is really going to end up bothering them down the stretch. Oh, pass is batted down. And now, well, you already know Dan Campbell, 4th and 3. Where are you at now? What do you want to do? You're at midfield. What do you want to do? They're keeping the offense on the field again. Oh, my God. They're inside. They're in Eagles territory. They're going to keep the offense on the field. You know they're going to keep the offense on the field. Another 4th down. Another 4th down. They're going to keep the offense on the field. They're going to keep the offense on the field. These dudes here. 4th and 3. They failed on 4th down on 4 different occasions. 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. Jared Goff, incomplete. Threw it to nobody. Another one. Another one. 5 turnovers on down. 5 turnovers on downs. These dudes is not out here to play football, bro. They really playing with y'all. They really playing with y'all out here, bro. They really playing with y'all out here. The line's supposed to be better than any team in the NFL the last 4 years on 4th down. These motherfuckers is really out here playing with y'all. 5 turnovers on downs. 5 turnovers on downs. 5 times. They really playing with y'all. They really playing with y'all. Fam, Lions fans, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Them dudes is getting worked out there. Every single 4th down, they end up bringing penetration. Saquon Barkley's going nowhere. And you know what? You know what sucks about it? Because you try to tell your defense, like, the reason why you go for it is because you have confidence in your defense. But at the same time, your defense is like, yo, bro, we got to, if we not putting points on, what we doing, son? Like, punt the football, pin them inside their own 10-yard line, and see if your D can go out there and get them a safety or something, bro. Because this ain't it. This ain't it. Sargent put 2 on and said, yo, Chisel, how ass is Campbell's 4th down calling? Shit, I'll tell you right now. It's very...
Big ass, look at that big juicy booty. Look at that big ass, look at that big juicy booty. juicy booty.
Ass smiles. But 2-1 said expecting to see DJ Khaled in the commentary. A DJ Khaled. Oh, low block right there. That's coming back. Yeah, he got blocked. They ended up throwing the flag nonetheless. I think most likely this is just going to take us into the fourth. 0-5 for fourth down. 4 of them could have kicked the field goal for 12 points. Well, there's no guarantee because remember, it's windy out there. But let's just say it goes 50-50. Let's just say it's 50 for 50, right? On the field goals, it's a 1-point game. 1-point game. Edgar says, no. I'm not saying you kick the field goal there. I say you punt. I don't go for it there on that fourth down. I'd have punted. Pin them inside their own 10, and then you have or inside their own 5, and you have an opportunity to see if you could get a safety on the other end. Like, for example, when they were at the 45 and they decided to go for it, right? I would have said no. Punt the football there. When they were at their own 40, it's a 58-yard field goal in the wind. There's no guarantee you're going to make that. There's no guarantee you'll make any of the field goals, really. But I would have punted and pinned them inside their own 5. Attempt to pin them inside their own 5. Pac-Man, but 2 want to say, who do I have winning the NFC North? The Packers do it. Actually, they were my original pick early in the season. If Detroit loses tonight, the Bears are number 1 in that division. I don't have the Bears winning. I do have the Bears going to the playoffs, though. The Packers were my original pick, but I ain't going to hold you, man. I really like Chicago. I do. I do. Rams get the number 1 seed? Yes, I actually do see that happening. I think the Rams are going to win the NFC West, and I think they're going to have the number 1 seed. 7, but 5 want to say, hey, man, had a cousin that passed away recently. He loved my videos. No, it's not much, but thanks for getting a smile on his face. Keep doing you, man. Hey, I appreciate that. First and foremost, my condolences, 7. Is an angel. My condolences. For one, thank you very much to your fallen cousin for being a subscriber, being a supporter of the channel all those years, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing the content. Truly does mean the world to me. Forget the game for a second. I just want to console you and wish my condolences to you and your family for the unfortunate passing of your cousin. I'm sure they were magnificent man, a brother, a son, a cousin, a friend. So it's tough. Grieve, mourn, feel, and go through all of the emotions, and rest easy knowing that you loved him as he loved you. So rest in peace to your cousin, and I'm overwhelmed and joyful that he found joy in my content. Means the world to me, and I hope that in his tough times that he was able to, lean on the content in order to go and find a smile. But nonetheless, RIP to your cousin. In fact, I'll take a shot for him. May he rest in peace. Cheers to your cousin.
Then you sell it.
Arctic Phoenix Platoon said, do I think the Ravens will make the playoffs? They have a legitimate opportunity, but they just cannot, under any circumstance, afford to lose 3 of their last 7. So I think they have an opportunity to. I think they have an opportunity to. 3rd and 11 right now, into the 4th quarter. Let's sound the alarm as we go into the final period. Ladies and gentlemen, We've arrived at the final period of this game, where the Philadelphia Eagles lead by 7, not by spectacular football, but more on the miscues from the Detroit Lions. 5 times they failed on 4th down, 2 field goals and a touchdown from the Eagles to take advantage and lead by 7. Can the Eagles take the dead Namekian into the funeral home and put the nail in the coffin? They're already wearing green, so it wouldn't be difficult to find a green man and send him to the shadow realm. Or will the Lions take their receipt to the sperm bank and get their comeback in clutch comeback fashion? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the 4th quarter. It's the 4th. The 4th quarter. It is the 4th quarter, holding on the Eagles offense. That's going to back them up. That is going to back them up. Yeah, not the best. My voice cracked. I could have held that a little bit longer, but my voice cracked. Matt said, is it fair to ask if the Steelers make the playoffs and the Ravens won't? Whoever wins the division, I think, will mess around and make the postseason. Whoever wins the division will make the postseason. 1st and 19. There'll only be one representative of the AFC North in the playoffs. The Lions should be blowing the Eagles out. One would make that argument. There's Devontae Smith finally has a catch. Not enough for a 1st down, and a 3rd and short coming up momentarily. Dan is going to go for 6 time and then make it. You know he will. You 100% know he will. Next opportunity on 4th down that the Lions get, you know they're going for it. Especially if the Eagles score a touchdown here or they score a field goal here, is 4-down territory. They are 100% going to mess around and go for it. 3rd and 6. Oh, Hurts is just going to keep it and run. That's a 1st down for the Eagles. Hell of a job from Hurts. Hell of a job from Hurts. He immediately recognized the coverage. He said, oh, they ain't got no QB spy. Say less. I'm going to tuck it and run. Hell of a fucking play call right there. Look at Hurts. Look how fast he identifies this. Look how fast he identifies. He said, oh, fuck it. I'm going. And now they're inside the 40-yard line. If the Lions want to prevent a field goal, they can't allow a yard to be picked up from here. Hurts empty formation. Here comes the pass rush. Hurts is going to air it out, going to the end zone. Oh, he overthrew Barkley. Damn, he had him too. He had him too. That was fixing to be a touchdown. He had him too. Hurts completely missed him. That was going to be a touchdown. That was going to be a touchdown. He had Saquon right there for the score. He completely overthrew him. He completely overthrew him. Isaac with 5 on says Detroit shooting themselves in the foot like Cheddar Bob in 8 Mile. DC out here looking like Papa Doc when he choked against Eminem. 2nd and 10. 11 minutes left to go here in this game. Jalen Hurts on the move. He got to throw that ball away. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. He got it passed back across the line of scrimmage. Pass went on an incomplete. 11 minutes left to go here in this game. It's only been 4 minutes into the fourth quarter. It feels like it's been longer. Nah, we got to remember that clock gonna stop. There's a pass caught by A.J. Brown. He's gonna go down to the 30, and now decision time. What do you want to do? Is it still as windy? Doesn't seem as if it is. You got a chance to kick a field goal. Offense coming off the field. 47-yard field goal coming up right now. If Detroit can get a block here, this would be a breath of fresh air. If Detroit can get a block here, this would be a breath of fresh air. Elliott got it. Right down the middle. That's a score. 16-6, 10-point lead. .48-yard field goal, 47-yard field goal right through the uprights, and it's good. Points on the board. Detroit couldn't block a slice of cheese. Yeah, after everything, it's only a 2-score game. Like, it's not that far off. They're not that far off. But they've got a long way to go. They've got a long way to go. Chiefs had a PAT block today. Probably would ultimately cause the refs to fall or fail on their attempted murder of the Broncos today. Well, commercials are poop indeed. The NFC is better inconclusively, or it's inconclusive currently, in your opinion. You think it's going to be one of those NFC West teams that because of their division is stacked? Fair. Matt said, who do I think is worse, Atlanta or Washington? Washington. $10:15 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Detroit about to use no time on this drive to respond. Kevin said we should not be winning this game. Well, I'm going to go ahead and assume you are a Philly fan, and yet you guys are winning. Dude's got no fucking hands. 5 times they failed on 4. Rams going to the NFC Championship. We shall see. Here we go. Let's see if he can get a good return. No, he can't. He ran right into the fucking coverage unit. Where the hell was he going? He ran right into the coverage unit. We so major for 5 said, what current WWE superstar would put in the most work in WWE right now? Current? Put in the most work. Believe it or not, bitch ass Dominic Mysterio. Dog Zone Pilot giving out bits. I appreciate you. Yo, every single drive this doggone half has ended in a turnover on downs for the Lions. That's outrageous. There's a handoff. Gibbs. First down. Under 10 minutes left to go here. Chiefs are dead. They took too long to realize Kelsey is washed. Kelsey actually had a good game today. First and 10. 9:30 on the clock here. Oh, he's under duress. He's in trouble. He got to throw that shit into the grass. Yeah, smart decision because he was about to eat a sack. He was about to eat a sack. Second and 10 here. 9:25 on this clock. Golf to the ground again. Yo, Amonra is just not gonna catch this football. At this point, Golf is looking like fucking McNabb in Super Bowl 39. Golf keep throwing the goddamn ball into the ground, bro. You got to give your receiver a chance. How many times you gonna keep throwing it into the ground? This is ludicrous. Man's just aiming for the ground, bro. What are we doing? Third and long here. Jared Goff broken up. Odori Jackson making plays. That's a good PBU. That's it. Force him to punt. Force him to punt. Terrible. Adoree Jackson making plays. He never makes plays. That's not catch interference? Oh, he muffed it. He muffed it. They knocked it out of Bunce, though. 9:06 on the clock. He touched it. Game looks over. If they score one more time, this game's done. If they score one more time, this game's done. If they score one more time, this game is done. Why won't Golf? He's killing them. What do you mean? You think they should start somebody else? Am I popping out to Monday Night Raw next tomorrow? I just might. I have to buy the ticket though, but I just might. I'll be out there. I'm debating on if I should drive or not, but driving would be crazy. Driving would be crazy. But I just might. Because driving to the city might not be the best decision. Because where am I going to park in Manhattan? One TD can change everything. Johnny in the building, what's good? Right now, it is all Philly. Detroit has turned it over on downs on 5 different occasions. Not playing good football whatsoever. Yeah, I'm hoping AJ Lee is there, but beggars can't be choosers. Hopefully Roman pull up. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Let me see the statistics on the season. Are we going to have anybody who goes over 5,000 passing yards this year? No, we're not. No, we're not. We're actually going to have low. Let me see. Drake May is leading the league in passing right now. Yeah, Drake May is leading the league in passing. He's got what, 2,800? Oh, somebody else probably messed around and passed him up. Actually, no. I don't think Stafford didn't apply today's game. What he had? Today's game, he had 130. Yeah, that's not even too much to go in at. Yeah, we probably not gonna have no 5,000 yard passer. Probably the most yards on the season gonna end up to somebody who got like fucking 4,300 something rushing. Jonathan Taylor, bye week, he's got 1,100. Cook is behind him. Where's Derrick Henry? 704. Yeah, it's not gonna be anything crazy. Receiving in Jigba. Jigba been balling all season long. 105. All right, midway through the fourth quarter, there's a handoff. Shayshawn Barkley. Hey, if you're the Lions, you need to get a stop. The Lions desperately need to get a stop. Under no circumstance can they allow themselves not to mess around and get a stop here. They have to. They need it desperately. Myles Garrett got what, 15 sacks on the season? Oof. Oof. He might get to 20. He's on a fucking mission this year. Thoughts on Asante Samuel joining the Steelers? I actually like it, but he's on the practice squad. He's on the practice squad. I wanted them to sign him too. I think he's a very good project. Oh, great pass rush. You got to take him down, though. You have to take him down, though. How the fuck does Saquon Barkley still get back to the line of scrimmage? That should have been a TFL for 4-yard loss. That is outrageous. How the fuck does Saquon Barkley make it back? That's crazy. Am I tilted? I feel like I'm tilted. Like, it seemed like the ceiling is on a diagonal. My guess on Solo's opponent? No idea. How'd he get a yard? Yeah, they're going to just go straight up tush push. Oh, no flag for false start. And there shouldn't have been a flag for a false start. I think they stopped him there. No first down. It's going to be a 4th and 1. What do you want to do here? If you're Sirianni, you want to go for it? I think you should go for it. You're leading by 10. You're leading by 10. The Lions offense haven't given you any reason to be fearful. I'd go for it. Actually, no, I take that back. I'd probably punt. Because you can pin them all the way inside their own 10. I wouldn't give them the ball back in immediate field goal range. Actually, you know what? I disagree. I'll take that back. I'll take that back again. I'd probably end up going for it. Oh, that's a false start. He jumped. Yeah, they're going to have to punt. They're going to have to punt. Cooper jumped. The rookie got no discipline. Chuck Pafavon said, from now on, you're going to start calling your Eagles the nasty boys. Because the only way you're winning these days are just plain old
Young
Lug is now following.
Yeah, the motherfucker jumped off sides. Fourth and 5, they have to punt, and now the Lions have to score. Oh, you better get away from the football. Shit, 6:14 left to go. They have to score. Lions have to score. AJ in the building. What's good? It's 4-down territory now. You don't got the benefit. It's 4-down territory now. You ain't got the benefit of not converting here on 3rd and 4th down. You have to, because you're running out of time. You're running out of time. You need my thoughts on the Patriots? I think the Patriots are legit. They're playing a hell of a goddamn football this season. Drake May is in my top 3 for MVP. I only have him behind Jonathan Taylor and Matthew Stafford. He's playing very, very good football. Defensively, I think the Patriots are a good football team as well. Myles Garrett's getting $40 million, and you feel like he's underpaid from the Browns? I don't know about underpaid, but hey, he's fucking balling. They are having a tough time out here. Let me see. What was the Lions had 3 straight turnover on downs to start this half and a punt. They've been getting cooked. Straight up cooked. Packers game was a battle of the defense. Yeah, and then unfortunately Jalen Hyatt stopped running his route on what would have possibly been the game-tying touchdown. Why can't a running back be MVP? I wish I knew. But in today's day and age, they give so much fucking neck to the goddamn quarterback. Forget the running backs are out there too, cooking. This game is the NFC Championship? I don't think so. All right, here we go. Detroit needs this. Detroit needs this. The play action. Oh my God. Dumbass fucking play call. How many times y'all gonna keep running these fucking screens? Stupid as hell. Stupid as hell. Keep running these damn screens. Predictable fucking football. Predictable fucking football. Second and 10. 6:10 on the clock. Y'all gotta put together something on offense, bro. Here we go, Jericho. Oh shit, he about to eat a sack. Pass ricocheted and batted at the line. Jordan Davis got a hand on it again. Remember, early in the first quarter, Jordan Davis batted a football that resulted in an interception. And here he goes again with another bat. Another one. He's got a couple of blocks here at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. This is it. Golf middle. Got him. Wide open. Jameson Williams makes one man miss. Does a spin move. Goes nowhere. And he's going to be down at the 42-yard line. They got to move with a sense of urgency. They got to move with a sense of urgency. This motherfucker got on a super shiesty. He's got 4 catches, 88 yards, and a TD. Raymond in motion, play action. Golf got to get rid of. Oh, Jahmyr Gibbs couldn't hold on to the football. Oh, 5:20 left on the clock here. Jahmyr Gibbs couldn't hold on to the football. How many balls are being batted down today? A lot. A lot. Jalen Carter got his hand on the football here, batting that ball down, and now we about to have a 3rd and long again. And remember, it's 4-down territory. You're approaching 5 minutes left to play. You down by 2 scores. You have to go for it on every down. That's got to be batted ball number 4 on the day. Batted ball number 4. Here we go, 3rd down. Oh, here comes the pass rush. Golf down the field. Oh, are they going to throw a flag? No flag. He tried to find Gibbs, but the pass sailed incomplete. Bro, golf is 14-35 is crazy. 14-35 is absolutely outrageous. Fourth and 10, they're going to punt. I thought they were going to go for it again. I guess not. They're going to punt. They got to hope for a muff. Not going to get it. They're at the 20. You need a 3 and out. You can't avoid no first downs. $14 to $35 is the same as Dan Campbell on 4th down today. Yeah, might as well. Where was this punting earlier? I wish I knew. They got him at the 20-yard line. Philly really at this point just needs to chew up clock. There's Barkley going nowhere. Because even plays that aren't first down can still be wins. As long as you stay in bounds, as long as you got completions and you're eating time off of the clock. Because the Lions are playing 2 games in 1 right now. Not only are you trying to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, you're also trying to keep as much clock as possible on the clock so that you can mess around and try to make a play. All right, 4:25. Probably going to draw it again. Yup. And Barkley able to find the seam. 3rd and 1. Here comes the fucking tush push. Here comes the fucking tush push. Lions need to lose the rest of their games is crazy. Son said the Lions need to lose the remainder of their games is wild. There it is. Tush push. Oh, no, he didn't make it. He didn't make it. He's short. He's short. He didn't get there. Yup, he's short. 4th down. They're going to go for it here. Now, this is dangerous if they don't get it. We're going to go under 3 minutes left to go. It looks like they're just going to hang out in the huddle and then use the timeout. Jurgens left the game. Shit. Starting center done left the game. 4th down now. What do you want to do if you're Philly? I think you don't want to possibly give them the football on that side of the field, but you must be so confident in the ways of your team that even if you turn the ball over on downs, they ain't going to give nothing up. Darren in the building put 20 on, said might have to pack up the season. 3-7 back-to-back overtime losses. The way we probably lose the rest of the season, 3-14, coming in hot with no first-round pick. Payne. Like they're going to go for it. Jalen Hurts. No, he got denied. That's a turnover. That's a turnover. He didn't make it there. He did not make it there. The Lions got life. He didn't make it there. That's turnover on downs. He ain't make it. He did not make it. They got a chance. They got a chance, and now they got to score fast. Jalen did not make it. Hell of a fucking job right there. Was that Anzalone who went over the top? No, it wasn't. It was Campbell who was right there, preventing Jalen Hurts from being able to go and reach over. Hell of a fucking job. Hell of a fucking job. That's a grown man right there. We haven't seen a fourth down conversion today. You know, nah. Let me see. Team. Let me see here. Did somebody convert on fourth down? Nope. Both teams combined for 0 of 6. And on third down, Jesus Christ, even worse. They combined for 6 of 26. That is atrocious. Oh, Goff rolling, back shoulder, incomplete. You're better off just simply punting it. Yeah, on that last play, they should have punted it. Bro, they just need to pick up 10 yards and then just go and try to score as fast as you can on the north side of the 2-minute warning. You got to want to score on the north side of the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 251. Goff. Wow, he's going to go down on a sack. Nakobe Dean again making a play, bull rushing Sewell right into fucking Jared Goff, or was it David Montgomery? Whatever the case was, man's got fucking bullied. Homie got bullied. Look at the rush here. Look at the pass rush here. On the blitz. I think that was on Montgomery. Look at the pass rush. Bam. Bull rushed man's right into Montgomery. That's a grown man. Phil put 2 on and said, what are these play calls? Poverty play calls. Poverty play calls. That's a grown man right there. Bull rushed son right into the quarterback. Right into the quarterback. 3rd and 17. Here we go. Goff, what you got? Pass tipped. Oh, nearly picked off by Reed Blankenship. That was about to be the 2nd interception from the Ku Klux Clamps. We So Major said, already got the commentary ready for this game and it's not even over. Man's been on demon time. Well, 2:03 on the clock. Goff under duress. Man's got fucking blasted getting rid of the football there. So what do you want to do? They're going to keep the offense on 4th and 17. Bro, what are y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing? 4th and 17. Yo, just kick the fucking long field goal, bro. I do not understand. See, here's what doesn't make sense for me. Here's what doesn't make sense for me. If you knew on 3rd down you were going to go for it on 4th. If you knew on 3rd down you were going to go for it on 4th. Why the fuck wouldn't you just check the ball down, pick up some additional yardage, and then kick the field goal? Like, does that make sense? Thank you. Kick the fucking field goal, bro. What the hell are they doing out there? Kick the field goal. If you miss, well, that's all she wrote. But if you make it, it's a 7-point game, and you're you're going to be on the south side of the 2-minute warning. You're not going to have enough time. By the time it goes through the uprights or this kick is done, it's going to be 1:59 on the clock, 1:58 or 1:59 on the clock. 54-yard field goal. You got to be able to make this. And best believe, if he does make this, you're going to wonder, why the fuck didn't Detroit just kick the field goals earlier? There it is, the field goal. Got it. Right down the middle. Should have trusted in your fucking kicker earlier, bro. I bet once Dan Campbell saw him miss that 48-yard extra point earlier, mans didn't want to trust his kicker to go out there and kick. But he said you're paying him for a fucking reason. You should have did that earlier in the fucking game. Dumb as hell. He missed the extra point from 48 yards, and then fucking Dan Campbell lost faith in his kicker. Didn't want to let Son go out there and kick. Now look at this. Best believe. Guess what? If they went fucking 50% on their 5 failed fourth down, and they just kicked field goals. Let's just say they went 50%. This field goal just now would have given them a 1-point lead. Pardon me, would have given them a 2-point lead. Sorry. That would have gave them a 2-point lead. Yeah, onside is coming because they have to. Onside is coming because they have to, but they still have 3 timeouts. But you don't want to run the risk of kicking it deep and then all of a sudden your defense don't show the fuck up. Sergeant Provide one said, are we getting a clear alert for Dan Campbell play calling in the commentary? Oh, 100%. 100%. $100%. PAT wasn't his fault because of the unsportsmanlike conduct, making a 54-44, making a 48-yarder, yep. Jamison Williams, dumbass, celebrating way too much after the touchdown, ended up pushing the sumbitch back. Here we go. They're going to kick it deep. They're going to kick it deep. There's the boot from Bates into the end zone. All right. This is it. One first down. And remember, it may say 1st and 10, but it's really 1st and 8. It's really 1st and 8. You cannot allow a 3rd and inches situation or a 3rd and 2 situation. You got to tackle fully now. Oh, my Lord. Saquon Barkley, positive yardage, gain of 4. All right, Philly. First time out from Detroit. They got to continually stop the clock to conserve some time. They got to continually stop the clock to try to preserve some time. Them boys is in trouble right now. Can we get a Barkley fumble? Well, that would be wild, wouldn't it? All right, 2nd and 5 from their own 40. Second timeout. This is it. This is it right here. You need to get a stop if you're Detroit. Detroit doesn't get a stop, this game is done. They only have 1 timeout remaining. If they can't get a stop, this game is done. This is it. This is it. 3rd and 3. Fuck, you can't allow a single yard because they might tush push it. 3rd and 3. This is it. Game on the line. What do you got, Detroit? What do you got? Late flag. Oh, my God. Philly used a timeout. No, it's a false start. I thought they used a timeout. Turns out it's a motherfucking false start. 3rd and 8. That makes things interesting. But remember, it's still on the Lions to have to get a stop here. They still got to get a stop here. Hurts. Incomplete. Oh, all right, Lions. Oh! A flag just came in. Pass interference on you saying there's no way. Oh! Laundry on the field, pass interference on the defense, game done. That's fucking terrible. That's fucking terrible. That's PI. That's PI. What?
Then you sell it.
What? You can't end this game like this, bro. $1 for 5 ones. How has my day been? Cardinals and Titans are ass. The Alouettes lost the Grey Cup, and at least you could drink you didn't drink a cup of canola oil. Bro, what? Nah, yo, that's bullshit, bro. That's such a terrible fucking call. That's such a fucking terrible fucking call, bro. That's such a fucking terrible call, bro. That's such a fucking terrible call, bro. They should have been punting the football right there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, the Lions 100% got hold on that call. 100% got hold on that call. That's nowhere near a defensive holding. That's nowhere near defensive pass interference. That's nowhere near, even illegal contact, bro. That'd have been an offensive fucking foul. Nah, bro. Nah, I'd have been heated. Oh, I would have been heated up this motherfucker. They 100% got screwed. They 100% got screwed. And you know what sucks? You never want to see football games end like this. Oh, Jordan Davis batted down 3 passes today? Okay.
14 grams.
J Nation put 2 on, said ref coming in like Yachty. If you know, you know, indeed.
Then you sell it.
Where is it? Oh, here we are. Oh, that run right there, spin move from Saquon Barkley, Shayshawn Barkley picks up the first down, and that's all she wrote. Game done. Game done. Sunny day. Everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? Storms will come. This we know for sure. This we know for sure. Can you stand the rain? Pack them up. Pack them up. The Philadelphia Eagles walk away with a fucking W. Scheme through a victory. And the Lions shoot themselves in the foot with 5 turnover on downs to watch the Eagles get a W at home, as they would tell Detroit. to take out their Metro card and get aboard the L train. Pack them boys all the way to fuck up.
You lose.
Fresh hot ales, 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 fresh hot ales.
Illuminati put 2 on, said the Chiefs learn, or I should say the Eagles learned the Chiefs devil magic. Shit.
It's over. You lose.
I can't believe they called pass interference there at the end, bro. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. That is an outrageous call. Outrageous call. Man, stay tuned for the commentary tomorrow. Stay tuned for the commentary tomorrow. Nonetheless, I appreciate y'all tuning into the doggone stream where the Philadelphia Eagles got themselves a W. We are not live tomorrow evening because I will be attending Monday Night Raw. So I will not be live for Monday Night Football. But stay tuned. Thursday, airplane game. Back on the console. So I will see you guys then. But of course, as Peyton once said, you believe it when you see it. One way or another. Eddie, take us out. You have yourselves a good night.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.